All right, hello everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to episode 21 of The Savage Tide. I'm Eric, your host and Dungeon Master today. I'm super excited to be here. Welcome back. I just came back from a work trip. When all I've been thinking about is, man, I just want to come back and play a bunch of D&D. So here I am. I'm super excited, but you're not here to hear me talk. You're here to hear everyone else talk. So LZT, take it away. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing okay. I haven't worked today, so all good. I gotta work super early tomorrow, though. Otherwise, I'm very, very excited to play.
Yeah, excited to have you.
Yeah, Henley.
Well, you might be excited, but I'm drained. I just finished work for the day. Time zones are fun like that. Yeah, I'm still excited to play, and let's get into it. Kelsa, throw the mic at you.
Ugh. I mean, hey everybody, I'm Kelsa. I don't work today, it's my day off. So after this, I have to meet the pest control people to help protect my home against termites because there were termites in a dead log and we want to make sure they don't get in my house.
Yeah, do that. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely do that.
Yeah, I'm 100% gonna do that. So
yeah.
Termites are bad, okay?
100%.
But I'm ready to. I'm ready to be Bajko and. Oh hey, we didn't talk about our things.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. We forgot to roll for our inspiration triggers today.
Oh, this is my favorite one too. Describe how the current situation wasn't nearly as bad as growing up in the Shadow Shore.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Oh,
We need to make more of these for me, Eric. But as
me,
as
you
for
need
now,
to make more of them.
Yeah, I mean, I need help making more of these.
Okay.
I'm gonna still explain the folly of human gods.
Perfect. Okay.
All right, how many do I have? Let's take a quick peek. I've written 5 now. Sweet. Well, 4.5. I haven't finished the 5th one yet, so let's roll
D4.
1d4. Yeah. 4. Oh. History holds all of the answers. Use your knowledge to succeed at a crucial moment.
Sick. Okay. Cool. So let's do a quick little recap, right, from last week. So the party let the ghost of Krusty slip through their floor at the tavern in Fort Blackwell. Turns out Krusty was seeing someone on the side, a demonic kelp demon. But yeah. But not all things are bad for the party. They made friends with a priest and navigator, Presco Stormskin, played by LZT here, who has their own reasons to hunt for Vanthus. So it looks like we're back on that trail. And then they decided that, you know what, we're not going to wait any more delay, that we should definitely go after him. So they pressed on, going towards the south, where they've heard rumors of him. They decided that they were going to try Molos's, the old Henley's old druid, their secret passage around the blockades, which led them through a sea cave, through an island, so like underground or like underwater, undersea kind of like rapids through underneath an island, which they pulled through thanks to the party's collective skills and the navigation by their new friend Presco. They made it through the other side. There was some stuff with some flying sharks, but they noped away, and that's kind of where we're picking up. So it is also, in terms of the calendar, it's the 8th of Patchwall. So we are out of summer, and we are now into the beginnings of fall. Or I think I said that last week, so we're kind of like getting more into fall. So to keep that in mind. But other than that, so it's warm. It's a clear day for now, but you can definitely feel like storms are picking up. From kind of like the island behind you, you can see there's a little bit of like a flock of birds kind of coming your way. But other than that, you got some time to relax and chill, or get things moving, whatever y'all prefer.
We were heading towards Ren Crew, right?
Ren Crew, correct.
Yes.
Okay.
So in terms of the map, that's the wrong one open. We're going all the way down here, everybody. I've moved us over to the game screen so people can see. Yeah, so we got a long ass journey ahead of us. And in case anyone's wondering where Dempsey is, Dempsey will be joining us in a little bit. I think I caught up with some family stuff, so. All right. What do you want to do? Remember how we wanted to review and repair stuff before, but we couldn't because of the sharks, so you guys pressed forward. Do you want to do that now, or do you want to, you think you're okay? What do you want to do?
I think, well, Kelsa thinks that it may be smart to get a little bit further away from the blockade before we do something that may leave us vulnerable. But Boschko doesn't have a list, so he doesn't know what to do at all.
I mean, that kind of falls on the shoulder of our captain, right?
Yeah, Captain.
I feel like I got press ganged into the captain situation.
Well, I mean, when the shit hits the fans, you're going to be the one hanging by the noose, so...
Yeah, exactly.
We're not denying it. So, yeah, I guess now that the threat of sharks have passed, Boschko will go up to... Captain Stormskin. Should we press on? We have other orders.
I don't see why we should hang around here any longer than we have to. Scarlet Brotherhood is still around here, so they have patrols out. It's probably good that we're not around, but they...
Oh, I have a question. What is the Scarlet Brotherhood?
a bunch of pirates, right?
Yeah, but what is their objective? You know? Do we know that?
I mean, pirates, so probably...
Money,
All right,
power.
Henley, real quick, contextually, you would know some things about this, and actually everybody would. That doesn't require any sort of lore rolls or anything like that. Scarlet Brotherhood are a sort of a branch off of, basically kind of fascists, kind of Nazis. They believe in the pure-bloodedness of what's called the Sul bloodline, which is sort of like an ancient magical empire long, long ago. So they believe in sort of a hierarchy of races and stuff. So the Scarlet Brotherhood believe in the power and the prominence of the Sul bloodline. And so they've been kind of like a sort of like a naval version of a dominant kind of group like that throughout history. They have ruled several places. Most notably, they ruled Sassurin for several hundred years. Yeah, and they're pretty considered pretty bad people. Their power is sort of on the wane, but you know they definitely keep wanting to expand more and reclaim more and get reclaim their last glory. You know.
It
They're
sounds
also
a lot like
jerks.
Spanish Navy in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're the big guys, and then Portugal and the Netherlands and England walked in, and I was like, oh, hey, we're not so big anymore.
We're still cool. We're still cool, guys.
We're still relevant. We're still relevant.
Yeah, we're still hip, fellow kids. Yeah. So that's sort of what you know about them for now. But if there's anything else, like particularly, totally go ahead.
Okay. I mean, like, I'm also 5 years old, so there's only so much I could have ostensibly taken into my young, supple mind. To be honest, though, Aarakocras don't live that long, so it is what it is.
Okay.
I think their age is like 16 years. It's like adulthood or something. Like
it's 5. It's
old
literally
age
3.
is like 16.
Yeah, it's like 3 to 30.
Yeah.
Like that's like your life.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Cool. So sorry to
I think this. I find that to be so strange, considering like parrots, like actual like regular parrots.
Oh, yeah, they live forever.
like African gray parrots live like 80, if not longer.
Yeah, but what if they were the size of a human? Would they still live to 80? You know what
You
I
have
mean?
hollow
Like,
bones.
What does that mean? Yeah. What
well,
what,
I mean,
what
like,
does that have
it's-
anything to do with a fantasy world? Why do elves
Well,
live
I mean-
thousands of years? They're the size of a
Okay,
human.
but it's like saying like in real life,
It's the
an
bones.
8 foot tall human person lives has a lower life expectancy than say someone around 6 foot, just because of like how the body
Okay.
works and stuff like that. So I would imagine like if you took like I don't know, let's say like a lizard, right? A lizard lives for like what 80 odd years, and you make it bigger. It's not like it's gonna live for 80 odd years or longer. Probably
Depends
live
on the
less.
lizard.
I see.
Yeah.
So you're saying size is directly reverse proportional to.
In a lot of cases, I believe so. It just depends on the animal. Like if it's a small animal and you make it bigger, it's not going to live longer.
I mean,
In real life,
turtles live for a long time, but a Galapagos Island turtle lives for even longer, and they're.
It depends
Yeah,
on.
but imagine the turtle the size of an island. You know
Look.
what I mean?
Look, we're not doctors, okay, and we're playing a game. So let's.
I know a guy who's very good at turtle stuff.
I know. I have a turtle guy.
Everyone has a turtle
It's
guy.
turning- it's
Everyone
turning
has a
into
turtle.
Bond-
But does
Bond
everyone have a
Wars.
giant turtle guy?
That's correct. Touche there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so moving on. Yeah. I guess I'll start giving the orders to the bull sharks to put
Keep
us on a course going south.
Okay. Then I need two things from us. I'm going to need a navigation check, right, or a piloting check, and then I'm going to also need a D6 to be rolled by whoever thinks is probably the most prominent quartermastery supplies person.
What do you want for the sea vehicles? Do you want wisdom or?
Yeah,
It's a tool.
you. But yeah, previously you described
So
how you navigate. So unless it's anything different than just I think we'll default to sort of how you describe how you do through wisdom.
Yeah, I'm very good at
Yeah.
innately knowing wind and water and stuff because of my
Yeah.
background.
Mm-hmm.
So
Cool.
probably safe.
Keep in mind, there is a storm coming up to you, as well as those birds. They're not
Yeah.
bad, but you do know that you're going to be going into it. Like the storm's going to overtake you.
I'll go ahead and roll the d6 for
Supplies, sure.
supplies.
Okay,
3.
you're good. A
30.
Okay, so you got a 13 for your travels. Okay, cool. So then what happens is you don't make it very far before the storm is quickly approaching. But you're not like lost or anything like that. However, as we're like going underway, Bajko, you have kind of grabbed some extra little like rigging and things to help from below deck. You see there's still supplies around. The flock of birds that come over to you, Presco, you've seen these before. These are black and white seabirds that are kind of like really related to two of the human gods, so to speak, Zerbo and Osprey, which are two prominent seafaring gods here. And the crew, when they see them, so everyone else, like think of like seagulls, but with like black lines in them, almost like zebra seagulls, right? They like come over the ship and like circle around. A few of them land in front of you, Presco. And everyone else can see that they're like kind of like favoring Presco here. Anyone who has training in religion in the skill would know this, or if you have a sailor background, you would know this. That these birds are associated with Osprey and Zerbo, and that they're beginning to do what's called a storm dance, kind of in front of them. And what that means is that they're expecting they quote unquote pick a person, and that person's supposed to do a dance. They're supposed to climb to the top of the ship and do a dance to get favor of the gods here. Now they have chosen Presco, and now before you make your choice here, Presco, you have
These are human gods. You
These
gotta
are
remember
human
that.
gods, and
Yeah.
but not just that. But keep this in mind: the crew, if you don't do this, the crew are going to be kind of pissed off. They are going to be a little bit like you are actively spiting the world to them, right? And driving them to danger. However, if you do this, you know Dagon is a jealous god,
To-do.
right?
Can I delegate the dancing to
No,
someone else?
That's not how that works. The birds
God
choose.
Damn it.
Damn you birds.
I think I'm mostly
Or
pissed
as a
off at
bird, you would never pick another bird. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
guys.
I'm not gonna honor these birds where we got our own big bird.
Hey,
That's-
parrot,
Oh well, bird still.
macaw.
So what do you do?
That's our word.
Yeah, no, I don't think I do the dance.
Okay. So what do you do? Do you gently try to dismiss the birds? Is it like a spiteful, like, be gone kind of thing, and like really like defy them, or like what does the crew see? Right? What does everyone see?
I think just complete and utter like disregard of the birds. I barely recognize like their presence. I think Presco is more annoyed with the fact that there are birds around and you can see birds from a long way away because they're high up. So like, okay, so birds are about 600 feet above us. That's not good because that means if someone from the Scarlet Brotherhood are within like 20 miles and got a good spyglass, they can see birds. They don't have to see the ship. As long as they know birds like these circle ships, that's a beacon saying, hey, there's a ship over here.
Ah, okay.
So I think
Mhm.
I think I'm thinking of it more in a tactical sense than a strategic sense.
Okay. Well then, I only bring that up because one of the some of the bull sharks and stuff are definitely going to like not let you get away with you being flippant with the birds, and they're like, sir, calls out maybe like Judith or somebody. Kelsa's also named a bunch of bull sharks for us, which is great.
Cool.
Judith is like, sir, like we can't disregard the birds. Not with that storm coming.
I don't dance.
Well, you better dance for us. Or we're not going to risk we can't risk it.
I've seen
Now, when you
this
say
before.
you don't dance, is this because of like a deep-seated hate for enjoyment, or is this like what is it?
I've seen these birds before. I have never obliged them, and I've always been fine.
Right.
Someone's going to have to explain why we're dancing for birds to me. I don't understand that.
Boschko kind of nods, like, because he doesn't really understand either, but he wasn't going to ask.
Yeah. Well, then I think maybe Judith or someone would be like, they're favorite of the married sea, right? They're favorite of Zerbo and Osprey.
Mhm.
Favorite of who?
They like it. They like dances, and if we put on a show for them, they will give us
You
good
do-
luck through.
You do realize they're birds, right?
Hey, I take offense to
Hey,
that.
they're not just.
No, I mean, they're birds. You're a big
A
bird.
bird?
These are tiny birds. Almost meal-sized birds.
Captain, with all due respect, it's not that simple. But like they see that you're not changing your perspective.
Yeah.
Right. You're like,
What if I dance for the birds? Is that fine? Can I do that?
I look at you and go, Master Apple, you may do as you.
I mean, I can guarantee that I'm probably a much better dancer than Moody Friend over here.
I can also guarantee that.
Though a moody dance might actually be really interesting to watch. Not that I want you to enjoy yourself or anything, Captain, because that'd be against your style. So I go and bow to the birds, Eric Vulgaris.
Uh-huh.
And what do they do?
they kind of ignore you. Like you step kind of in front of them, and they look at you, but they go back to looking at Presco and like cock their heads to
Okay.
Presco. They have chosen Presco.
Well, in Aaron, I will say, I am the chosen champion of the one you chose. My dance should suffice.
Are you trying to intimidate them to be like, yo, dude, like, and are you like, this is my badge kind of thing here? Like, listen to me? That's what it sounds like. It's kind of like trying to like invoke them by authority, right? It sounds like an
How would I
intimidate.
play this off?
You're not trying to like reason with them. You're
It
trying to be
sounds
like,
a distraction.
hey, you know, I work for my friend. You answer to me, kind of thing. That's what I'm hearing when you say that, right? You're trying to be like, listen, I'm the chosen of the person you chose, so I'm just as good. And you're trying to, you know what I mean? Like, hey, play by these rules rather than
I
their
see
rules.
that. So maybe this is like, maybe you can take this as a weird thing, but I see that as like a language thing, because Aryan is the language of air elementals and stuff,
Yeah.
right? So I imagine they're very poignant and straightforward.
I think it's
and
animal
to the point.
handling.
Animal handling. Interesting. That's an interesting idea.
That's a skill. Yeah, let's do animal handling.
Okay, yeah. Can I use my inspiration for the session on this?
Totally. Absolutely. Use it.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah.
Hey, 15.
Nice.
Okay. Yes. They will ignore Presco. They look at you. But then they immediately take off, like up to the top of the crow's nest of the ship.
Yeah, I'll follow them.
Yeah,
I'll follow them.
right. Cool. And then
I will drop my weapons as well, sort of thing. Like
Yeah.
everything comes off and I up there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. They're gonna try to like, they're gonna try to follow you as you like you do this sort of dance. And
Yeah.
you can pick the dance that you want to do. It could even be like the Merfolk one that you learned. It could be something else. But in general, the idea here is that you need to persuade these birds and stuff, and that by persuading the birds, you persuade the gods that they deserve our favor here as the storm is
So-
approaching.
Maybe this sounds a little stupid, but I recently watched was it Planet Earth or whatever it is on Netflix?
Yeah.
It's really cool. You check it out. And they had this whole like birds dancing like as a mating ritual sort of thing, right? But I don't
Yeah.
see that as like a mating ritual thing. I see that as just like maybe the tribe that I come from of Aarakocras were very rhythmical in nature. So I imagine it would be almost like a trap dance or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the idea of like a kind of like a jig or a tap dance kind of thing.
Yeah, like it in the air, like tap dance. You know?
Yeah.
Hands on the waist, sort of river dance, floating in the air.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm here with it.
An aerial moonwalk. You flap forwards but
Oh,
go
fuck
backward.
yeah! Fuck yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's it, Eric.
I know. I got it. I know what you're doing. That's my go-to dance move. So I'm here.
Nice.
The old lawnmower, you know, the shopping cart.
Yeah. Right. Grabbing
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
grabbing that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You just gotta do the fork in the garbage disposal.
All right, give me a
So what I'm
performance check for me, please. Yep. Perform for the gods.
Has a
13.
Nice.
All right. That's okay.
Well, with a +8, it should be much better than that.
I got a +8. Okay.
Still above average. A lot better than I would do.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Cool. So then, the birds fly off. Like after the dance, they kind of like circle you, and they fly back off towards the incoming storm and back to the land. It feels a little unsure. Like there's no way
I
to
thought that
read
was
them if
pretty
there
good.
wasn't. Yeah. Like you thought you did a good job, but you're not sure, right? It's kind of like ambivalent, right? You're like, oh, well, I guess we have to hope that was sufficient, right?
Yeah, I wasn't the person they picked.
So we have to see. But anyways,
When they fly off,
Mhm.
I kind of elevate my voice a little bit and go, fully unfurled sails. The birds can be seen from a long way off. We need to get out of.
Are you calling me fat?
Bajko jumps to it along with a number of bull sharks under his command.
Safety tents.
Damn. Okay. Well. Sails are unfurled, and then it kind of, the screen will wipe to the sort of middle of the storm. And I need another quick little skill challenge here. I'm gonna need you need to beat 2 DC 15s before 3 failures.
Right. I'm gonna do my my spell. What it's called Gust of Wind. So to counteract the storm and keep us heading in the right direction.
All right, stand by 1 second though, because I did roll a storm here, and the variable of the storm was variable, so I have to roll something here. Okay, that's not good. Okay, the wind
Never
of this
this is not good.
this is not good. No, I was rolling on a 1 to 6 of the severity of the winds, and I got maximum. So
that means we're going super fast. That's all that means.
Yes, but also it means that to do spells here. I've done this before with Korak, casting Shield of Faith on the ship before. Basically, you can modify spells to like help for these types of things with sort of like religion checks or other skills to sort of like empower your spell to do something different rather than just as written in the books, considering we're doing stuff with like nature and the storm and stuff like that, right? So here, what I would say is that a simple gust of wind or something like that is not going to be sufficient enough to keep the ship on course and going through the storm. You're going to have to do something to like empower the gust of wind to like really stop the buffeting from the storm, right? Like a regular gust of wind is just not going to be enough against the full might of the winds. You're going to have to like really like pray here and like go harder than normal vis-a-vis some sort of skill check or some sort of like history, knowledge, religion type of thing to call upon.
I'd love to call upon Dagon to help out a faithful servant who does not spend time appeasing human foolish.
Okay.
But I danced as your champion.
Did you see me? I didn't dance.
I was so edgy.
Yeah.
I stood in the corner the entire time.
Yeah. So because of the severity of the storm, everyone the general disposition of the ship is that you did not do a good job dancing. You know. The general thing is like, oh, you fucked up. You know what I mean? Because it's like
I think Prescott...
Well, I didn't see any of you stupid non-Aarakocras jumping in and taking the brunt of the performance. You know, that was a very tough thing to do, and you should honestly respect the bravery of someone like me.
I think Presco was like, hey, at least I didn't fuck up the dance. Someone else did.
Yeah.
They clearly chose him instead of me. I don't have responsibility of the dance anymore. That's great.
The crew still kind of blames you, though, Captain. They'll never say that to you, but the general disposition here is that they still think that that you did fine, but they really think that if they knew they wanted the captain, and that what you did was fine, but they really wanted the captain, and this is kind of like punishment for it. Whether that's true or not, who knows?
Sailors.
They're superstitious.
Hold up, sailors. Before you start jumping down everyone's throats and making a big fuss out of everything, you got to remember that the captain is a very religious man of the opposite direction. Okay? Think of it like this. Imagine if you were required to do something that is against your faith and religion and your common sense of morals. Would you do that if everyone on a ship was telling you to do it? Now, I also didn't see any of you guys trying to jump in and appease the gods as well. So as far as I'm concerned, you shouldn't be placing blame.
Boschko jumps in. He's like, everybody shut up and pull sails.
Yeah.
Do that.
So,
Eric, can I do a religion check? See if I can get a little favor from Dagon?
Yeah, but what does it look like when you ask for more favor from Dagon?
I steer the ship, but my hands are pretty much still because I'm concentrating on like communing.
Okay.
And my head's down, my hood's up, and
yeah.
It's just you see. I'm guessing it's pretty cold with the storm. It doesn't generally say, "Oh, look, it's a storm, nice and warm and balmy."
Right.
So you can see like breath coming out of the hood.
Yeah.
And you can see my lips moving, and that's about it.
Right.
That you can see.
Okay.
To take the edge away from the scene, I'm sitting on a barrel, and the barrel's moving back and forth with the with the ship.
And
Yeah.
Bochco is like running around the ship, grabbing ropes and pulling them back and forth. And Rain is, dripping down his bare chest because he still doesn't wear a shirt. It's very important for this scene.
Yeah. Of course not.
Henley,
This
I
is
imagine
my-
the barrel you're on has very low gravity, like heavy stuff at the bottom, so it doesn't
Yeah.
topple, it just slides
Yeah,
back.
yeah, exactly. It's upright. I'm sitting on it, and I'm just hanging on. I'm just like, ah.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna do religion.
Okay.
Oh wait.
What? Well, it wasn't a 1, but it was not a lot better.
Oof.
Hagen is busy right
Okay.
now. Please leave a message after the tone.
Yeah. Okay. So we got a storm going. That is okay.
With my vehicle's water, as I'm running back and forth and pulling the sails on everything, what mod am I going to be using here?
It sounds like strength.
Yeah,
Sweet.
that sounds like strength to me.
I mean, that's what I was hoping, but
But your
I
shirt's
gotta-
off, so it could be charisma.
Actually, I think it's more. I think it's intelligence because they remove the shirt for aerodynamics, right? Or maybe even dexterity because
No.
of how aerodynamic you've become.
I'm going to take strength,
Okay.
and I'm going to go ahead and use my
Inspiration.
inspiration here. I
Okay.
didn't need it, but dang.
Nice.
That'll work. Okay. Yeah. So the crew is trying to like do this as best they can. And they're like, our captain's ruined us for this, and you're probably like saying like, fuck no, come on, just focus on doing the job, and you
Yeah,
just kind of come by and
exactly.
help them, right? Yeah. Okay, cool.
It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, they're like, oh, the captain ruined us, blah blah blah, and I'm like, shut up and do your job.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll do it for you.
Yeah. I love it. Cool. So that's 1 success. So we have 1 failure and 1 success.
Okay. Well, in order to calm the minds and improve morale, I think I'll play a little jig for everyone during Vulgaris.
Okay. So you're gonna
A
play
little,
this
like,
over the storm. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it is a magical accordion, so you can take from that what you will.
Mhm.
And the idea being here that I'm going to make fun of the storm. It's going to be a dance about how the storm is simply just a wet blanket, and
You're still on your
a
barrel,
child's
sliding
thing.
back and forth, but you
Yeah,
got the
exactly.
accordion going.
So everyone can hear it, Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's what I would like to roll.
Totally.
Now, is that a performance or a tool accordion?
Is that what do you think it is?
It's kind of weird though,
Both-
because
both
my
could work here.
performance is higher than my accordion
Mhm.
tool, which is like a really strange problem to be in, and it's only a rogue problem. That is only a rogue problem.
I mean, I think it would make sense for it to be performance because it's not just how well you're playing the accordion by itself; it's the entirety of the performance that you're putting on that includes the performance of the accordion.
I'm gonna call this little limerick flipping the bird at Mother Nature.
Okay. Roll to flip the bird. Performance.
Roll to flip the bird.
See a middle
I can't-
feather coming up.
Yeah, can I use inspiration on myself? No.
Well, you don't
It's
have
like
inspiration. You
accordion.
already used inspiration. You have to use
No,
your
I have
inspiration.
I have the bardic inspiration.
Oh. No, it has to be
No.
someone else.
Yeah. Okay. Performance. Hey.
Hey.
nice.
Okay. Cool. So you are successful here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like so what this looks like is that there's a few times when like lightning almost like hits the crow's nest, but the ship just kind of like bends over and stuff, and you're like, haha, I got you, Storm. Kind of things. It's just like sheer luck, right? But of course, luck or not,
I mean,
It's
it's
attributed.
very bardic to make anything lucky seem like pure skill, right? Like
Yeah,
that's,
for sure.
you know what I
Exact-
mean?
right.
Like that
You
that,
get-
that
yeah.
seems exactly
Get good.
like.
Exactly. So you all that's your second success, right? Before 3 failures. So you're able to
Yep.
weather the storm successfully. You're not off course, and your ship didn't take any like significant damage or anything in the storm.
That's good.
Yeah. And you guys are now pretty solidly in the Vahoon Ocean. Your supplies are fine. It's this next week of your journey. There is
Also, I refill water and food every day with spells.
right. That's assumed in my logistics here that you're doing that. But
I love
want
the idea that the captain has killed us, and then everyone's like eating this magical food.
it's not the best food. You know what I mean? It's pretty boring. But you guys are
I
still
like
in
the idea that it looks great, but it
Yeah.
all tastes exactly the same.
It
Like,
looks like
uh,
steak and steak and chips, but it's actually just gruel.
yeah.
It's just like tofu, you know, like it's like that fake tofu.
I mean, it's
stuff,
it's food made by Dagon, so it's probably more just like weird tuna.
Every,
I was
I think everything, including the bread, is just wet.
Yeah, everything is just so soggy all the time.
Everything has a slight fishy smell and taste to it.
Yeah.
Except the fish.
except the fish.
So I think the first part of this part of this
I'm sorry.
week here.
Hang on.
Yeah. All right. So I think for the first part of this week, the crew is still kind of like they're definitely having looks of a little bit of exhaustion. They're not used to necessarily sailing through the open seas so much as they're, because when you're sailing through the open seas, that means you guys are taking turns working everything at night as well. Navigation's a lot harder than being near the shore. So you can see that morale is a little bit low. They've been through a lot. They really haven't had a chance to rest since they went through the cove and stuff, right? Like a good solid rest. So they're kind of wondering if like there's any plans of stopping near the shore for any kind of like leave or just to eat something else other than this shitty soggy tuna. And they're probably gonna bring it up with Bajko, right? Right, because they're like they don't want to ask the captain yet, right?
Right, because they don't like the captain. Turns out.
So what do you think?
Turns out.
I mean, they respect the captain, but they don't like the captain.
I mean, yeah, I get that. So yeah, Bajko will listen to their complaints and like look around everywhere and not see shore.
Yeah.
And be like, I don't know where the nearest island would even be. But I can ask the captain.
Yeah. Well, Fort Green Rock's not too far from here. You can rest and resupply, get some new beer, something that doesn't taste like fish.
Would like some new beer that didn't taste like fish.
I'd
And I
like
think
nuts
that's
that
I
didn't
think that's
taste like
exactly
fish.
that we cut to
Yeah.
is like Bajko like opening the door to the captain's cabin and being like, I'd like some new beer that doesn't taste like fish.
Yeah, Presco?
I mean, I'm pretty happy where I am.
Okay, so you just
I
met with...
don't mind fish beer.
Well, a lot of us do.
I also bust into the room right then. I'm just like, what's it take to do actual laundry on this ship?
Bajko like looks at his clothing, which is like one pair of pants that he owns, and everything else is magical, and that's about it.
Yeah.
He just is like, it's laundry.
I mean, I can change my shirt to be whatever I like, but it still smells like salt water.
Mechanically, you all will go faster if you stay in the open water, right? You'll cover more days of your journey. However, it's more tiring, and dealing with complaining human crew is a thing.
Or
It's
is
all
the
about
entire crew,
It's all about your management style.
Is the entire crew human except for us?
No, I mean they're demi-humans too, right? Like various ancestries, but nothing. Yeah. You haven't heard any complaining, right? Because they do a good job trying to keep the complaining and stuff away from the captain. However, they have voiced their things to Boschko, who they trust.
And
then
Boschko doesn't
tells
care.
me-
Yeah, and so
But
that's why,
Boschko doesn't know how to keep his mouth shut.
yeah. I mean, there's you have final say here, right? Like, they could maybe. I would be cool if Boschko felt, if you feel like in this scenario you feel like Boschko could persuade you, and then if you're open to being persuaded or something like that, then maybe they could roll a persuade check against you. But that's totally up to you, Presco. But also, you're the fucking captain, so like you have final say here, right?
Like, we don't mechanically need to
Yeah.
stop here.
Not at all.
I'm out of character. I'm cool with whatever. But Boschko wasn't gonna just not say something.
What was the port where we're gonna pull into if we do choose? Is it Green Rock?
Yeah, they suggested Fort Green Rock.
What do
About
we
a
know
week.
about
what
Fort
do we?
Green Rock?
Yeah, what do we know about that place?
They know that it's so it's kind of similar to Fort Blackwell, where so far as that it's sort of like an isolated, just general port. It's kind of like how Fort Blackwell is north of the blockade. Green Rock is south of the blockade, where so far as being sort of like a general independent city fort, for resupplying and trade.
So, trade post plus fortress.
Yeah.
So nowhere exciting.
Yeah, exactly. Is it
Oh.
affiliated with anyone, or is it just?
No, it's deliberately independent. It's not affiliated with the Scarlet Brotherhood or the Crimson Fleet.
Okay. Crimson Fleet was the fleet that Banthas had signed up with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lost my notes from last time, so I'm writing everything.
No problem.
I know all about that.
So they want to come to right. So they recommend spending the time going closer to shore rather than going through the pirate isles. That was kind of the original plan.
I mean, if we look at the map, going closer to shore isn't necessarily a bad thing, because then we can hug the coastline all the way down, because Renkru is right next to the shore anyway,
Right.
and the pirate isles might have pirates in them. Or isles.
Oh, that sounds like fun, actually. I take it back.
Pirates.
I can live without doing laundry if we go look at some pirates.
Okay.
If you if you hug the shore, you will go a little bit slower, right?
Yeah, but if, for example, huge ass storm, hey, pull into whatever.
Exactly. It's much easier to avoid bad weather, right? As well as kind of get resupplies, and it just
Yeah, I
kind
was
of
going to
helps
say
morale.
foraging and hunting and all that stuff. We can do that too.
Yeah, right. Instead of just open water.
But I am very, very comfortable with open water because of religious reasons. So
Right.
I think Presco is plus minus 0 and just going either way. So I'm kind of leaving it up to, mainly Bojko and Apple. The crew can say what the hell they want, but if
I'll
if
put my
commanding
arm
o-
over.
If the commanding officers say we're doing this, and everyone else says no, we don't want to, then
I'm gonna put my arm over Bajko and I'll be like, I'm gonna pull him in for like a little tiny secret powwow,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, listen, if we go to the Pirate Isles, there is probably going to be a lot more things to hit. And I know that was on your list before. You might not remember it, but there's definitely a list somewhere that says beat up pirates.
Man, this is the only pirate that I care to beat up right now. And the longer it takes to get to him,
Mm-hmm.
the angrier I'm going to be.
Well, this is the quickest way to go straight through. And you shouldn't be worried about pirates because you have the strongest pirate smashing arm I've ever seen.
He just kind of nods because he knows it's true. Like, it's not even a compliment, it's just a fact.
I give his bicep a bit of a squeeze, and I'm just like, ooh, that's a big bicep.
Yeah, I mean, if Pinnell is gonna say this is the fastest way is to keep going straight on through, then he's gonna look to Presco and be
Listen, I'm a bird, all right? So I know this, okay? As the crows flies, literally is the straightest way. My cousin was a crow.
Yeah, Boschko doesn't know any better, so he's just gonna turn to Presco and be like, "All right, Captain. If straight on is the fastest way that I can get my revenge on Vanthus, straight on it is. I'll deal with fish beer.
As the macaw flies.
It's a lot. I have to admit, fish beer is a lot better than the kind of rat piss beer that we drunk back on Shadow Shore."
All right, straight on it is.
Are you fishing for inspiration there?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, you're going to have to tell me that story about why you decided it was a good idea to drink rat piss.
He just kind of like looks like confused, like because rat piss beer is just what you drink down in Shadow Shore. Like it
So
wasn't.
do you like grab the rat and squeeze it for the pee? Like, how do you drink it?
Okay, so what you do
Mm-hmm.
is you take 6 rats,
I take out my
Another-
notepad with the little ink pen.
put
Uh-huh.
them in a vat.
Yeah, that.
You come back 6 months later.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the water. There's water and
Water.
the beer plant. You know the beer plant.
It's just called beer plant.
Right.
Fair plan.
You put it all in the
Okay.
barrel,
Mm-hmm.
and then you fish out the rat bodies.
Okay. Like with a net or with your hands?
I mean, whatever.
Okay. Orc
Yeah.
hands. All right, orc hands.
And you come back in 6 months. Bada bing.
Bada bing. Okay. Interesting. That sounds very disgusting. I'm not entirely sure why you drink
But it's
it.
very intoxicating.
So you know how like you get like diaries and stuff like that. So I've got like drawn on the side, like basically like Bajko like looking at a clock, like fishing out dead rats out of a barrel, with this like thirsty look on his face. Like,
Well, as we're deliberating whether we want to go towards Fort Green Rock or not, a cry comes from the crow's nest, saying, hey, hey, I see
Oh.
something.
Where away? As in,
Um,
which direction?
Right. Straight ahead, but more like the whole horizon. Or at least a good chunk of it. Up ahead, it looks to be like it doesn't seem to be like a swarm of birds, but they're just floating about ship level's height above the water. You can all see they look kind of like bubbles, or just floating above. However, to all you all who are trained sailors, you know that these are jellyfish. They have bloated themselves to fly up out of the water and disperse the little baby polyps around.
Ew.
They're
I was
not.
gonna say,
They're not a.
fine, redundant.
They're not a threat necessarily. It's just that cleaning these things off of all your ships and stuff like that, it's going to be really annoying.
Can we eat them?
Yeah, you could eat them.
No, you don't want to eat. It's
Oh.
like an old retirement home. Everything's jelly. No.
You caught them. You caught. So your crew in. Let me say which one it was. Hold on a second.
Who's got the good eyes?
Reuven the half elf. Reuven's the one with the eyes. They're the one that calls them out. And
what do
because
your half elf eyes see?
yeah, blue jellies. So you have enough time that you can kind of like navigate around them, but once again, it's also going to delay your time, or you're just going to just plow through them, and then spend time cleaning them off while you're sailing. Or you could also maybe do something to like, I don't know, if you want to, you could probably like
Pop the
shoot.
jelly waves.
Yeah, like basically shoot your way through, so make sure they don't like hit your ship, right? Just get rid of the ones in front of the ship, so they don't like get all over your sails and stuff. So there's a couple options. Whatever you guys want to do.
I think maybe a sleet storm spell might be able to kind of either A, push them down to the surface, or B, just swipe them away from our...
Well, it's going to require... this is also going to be, let's say, another skill challenge. That would definitely be like a success on the skill challenge. This will be 3 of them. Yeah, right? Like area of effect spells to just basically knock and blow the and freeze the jellyfish away from your ship is definitely one of them. But there's just so many.
I shout to... I imagine it's windy and stuff, so I shout to Bajko and Master Apple, like, if we're going to save time, we might as well save as much time as we can. Through or around.
Eric, would I be able to like? And this is a stretch. This is a stretch even for me, Mister Imagination over here. Can I Pied Piper these things away?
I love this idea.
Make a history check. Let's see if you know a way to do it. No,
Oh,
you don't.
no.
You don't know a way to do it.
It sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, no, totally. It sounds like a good idea, but it seems like something that you would have to be prepared for and know about.
You
and you
need
just
a certain type of instrument that you don't have.
no.
You don't know what melody attracts jellyfish.
Okay. So you guys are all still right now, of course, going right for the whole polyp swarm of jellies.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Drive me closer. I want to hit it with my scimitar.
I guess that my my kind of contribution here is going to be to try to get the exact right angle on the sails that we can just stream through this as quickly as possible. Like, maximum efficiency.
Okay.
I'd like to float an idea with Bajko. That
Okay.
maybe if we absolutely do full sails until we get there, can we tell like how thick it is? How is it, like 20 feet and just really wide, or is it deep as well with jellyfish?
It's deep.
Okay,
to say
so-
how much though is hard to tell because you're not close enough to it. Right.
Oh, but I see what you were going to suggest.
I see. If we
just
Just
no,
cut right
if
through
we
it.
just gun it all the way and then furl the sails so they don't get stuck to the sails, and then
Yeah,
on the other side unfurl them.
that's a
No,
good
it's gonna be
question
something
as
else.
far as how it's going to be. Well, we can just go. We can just push it. Punch it.
push it real good.
Also, thank you, Opera Geek, for donating.
Thanks for the birdie bits.
So what are we doing?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna get perfect sales.
Okay.
And
So
well, actually,
jellies on the sails be damned. Just run right through it, ramming speed through the jellies.
let me see. I'm
I
looking
mean,
at my.
there's going to be fewer jellies on the sails anyway if I get my sleet storm.
Yeah.
To kind of freeze and push them.
You're right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that's it. Push through, because if the faster we get through it, the less of them are going to get stuck.
Sure. Okay. So
Oh, actually, could I?
you're doing the
uh,
sleet storm thing, so I'm not sure you could do
Yeah.
2.
No, but I'm like suggesting that before we get there, could I do maybe a gust of wind? So it's a gust of wind from port or starboard, so the sails are kind of crosscut towards the jellyfish, so they don't have as much area to latch onto, instead of just flat on towards.
Yeah,
Mm.
that works
So
for me.
not as a separate check, but maybe make it easier for Bajkos and the
I feel
bull
ya.
sharks to
Sure.
align the sail.
All right. So you're gonna cast your Sleet Storm, right?
Yes.
And then you're also gonna cast Gust of Wind.
Yes.
Okay.
But gust of wind before we get there, so the
Right.
sails are already aligned.
That would give
Wide
I think
that way.
that would give Bajko advantage.
Cool. I'm okay with it.
I'll take it. All right. Let's muscle these sails into place.
Okay.
19.
All right. 19 is good. Cool.
I think I delegate one of the bull sharks to take the helm, so I can stand at the front of the ship and cast Sleet Storm over as wide an area as I can of
Yeah.
jelly.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I like that.
Mm-hmm,
Cool.
Do we have a like, what's it called? This not a headpiece, but the figurine thing you have on the front. What's it called? I can't remember.
Oh,
Word for it.
we used to not a masthead. What's it called?
Figurehead.
Figurehead.
Figure.
Yeah. I think that's right.
We could have
That
a
sounds
giant
should be enough.
black soul.
It used to be a wyvern, or maybe it still is, right? I don't think you
Covered in
changed it.
corals.
No, the front of the ship is like the head of the dragon, and the back one is sort of like the scorpion tail, or the sting of like a wyvern.
Oh,
Right.
I had no idea about that. That's cool.
Because the ship originally, before it was called the Black Storm, was the Sea Wyvern. And I don't
I see.
think that was changed when Daquan made the alterations to the ship. I think he kept
Cool.
it.
Well, I stand at the front of the ship and just arms outstretched and head up, and kind of covered in this semi non-Newtonian fluid looking water, while I'm casting a massive sleet storm. And when we get to the jellyfish, it's just very, very cold and windy and horrible in front of us.
Okay. Awesome then. Okay. So what happens here is you guys are able to. So the first part is the gust of wind that makes your sails kind of like slanted or whatever.
Yeah.
So like it gets less jellies on it.
Yeah, so we're tacking against the wind instead of going
Yeah.
straight ahead.
Right. And then there's like just a sleet storm that kind of like the ship sails in front of, as it's just like
Yeah.
like a roaming bombardment, right? Or encroaching bombardment. Yeah, as you kind of sail through the jellies, leaves a few jellies around that get into let's see here. Who is sail? I guess the Bajko, could you go ahead and roll for the bull sharks? The person sailing the ship.
Yeah, okay. What am I rolling besides a d20 or just straight up d20?
D20 plus 1.
Awesome.
Cool.
Bam!
Natural 20. 21.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Awesome. Then none of the jellies get into anything that's annoying. Yeah, so you guys are okay.
Sweet.
Yep.
I'm gonna say it was Mo that was piloting.
Okay. Good job, Mo. Okay. Cool. So now then we're going to go into our third week of journeying.
By the way, when I take the helm back from, what was the person's name?
Mo.
Mo?
They're human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're human. Okay. I kind of double tap on the shoulder and say, good work. And then I take the helm back. Captain's helm.
By the way, today is now the first of Ready Read. So you guys have
So
been
well and truly
traveling
into
for
fall.
weeks and months. Yes. No, in fact, you're like getting into winter now.
Oh, damn.
You guys have been traveling for a while.
My people don't really like the cold that much.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are in a tropical climate, so like, it's
Yeah.
not too significant. But just in general, to give you guys a length of time of journeying and stuff like that, you've been out for months, right?
Cool.
Kind of like
it's
since
winter, but in the Caribbean. It's
not
fine.
not for you, like not for you so far, LCT, but like for Bajko, like you've been out sailing for like 4 months now. Been some time.
I
I
mean,
think I've been as well.
I'm
just
fueled
not
by
honest.
hatred.
You've been on an
That'll keep me
odyssey.
going. Yeah, it's gonna keep me going.
Right. So we're ignoring Fort Greenrock and we're staying in open water.
Cool.
So, yeah. Okay. Oh, cool. It's fair wind.
So I was thinking maybe like this route
Mhm.
down to Rancru.
Yeah. Cutting through the Pirate Isles and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So this time going through, it is you guys are getting kind of lucky here. There's a moderate breeze to your east, which is giving you you're able to make pretty good speed here. However, this time at night, a large encroaching like mist is coming up, which is going to really hurt your navigation and hurt your just in general like location, because you have to go through Dead Reckoning. You can only see less than a couple hundred feet.
Would a gust of wind maybe help clear out the fog?
Only for a little bit. Like the mist is super heavy and thick all over the place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just imagine, like full
as
dead on mist
someone-
as like the ship is like gonna sail into it. It's nighttime,
Okay.
right?
Is it? Do I recognize it as conjured mist or natural
No.
mist?
It's just natural ocean mist.
Oh, okay. Because you know the backstory with the whole mist thing, so we're
Yeah.
very good with mist.
Right. Make a religion check for me though.
Okay.
Okay.
10.
Okay.
I'm not
Um,
very religious for a cleric.
It's not supernatural mist. But mists are like thick mists like this are kind of considered favors of Dagon.
Okay.
Right.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. They're generally like seen as a good omen for those who worship the one below.
Cool.
Okay. The rest of the crew are like, oh, our sails are open. Are we just gonna sail blindly through this stuff, or are we gonna rest, or what are we gonna do as we go into the mists?
Hang on. I do have it.
I have to look to the captain for this one because I don't know. I don't know from mists.
I do have. What do we call it? Like knowledge of.
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
We were talking about my knowledge of like innate knowledge of water currents and winds and stuff like that. 'Cause-
That'd probably be sailing, right?
Yeah.
yeah, but we had a special thing that we wrote down. I can't remember what the hell it was called.
I mean, is it just sea vessel?
No. It was a specific thing that you and I made up for this, and I can't find.
I don't.
Oh, well, never
I don't
mind.
remember.
Oh,
I'm
never
sure
mind.
it's fine. What do you think it
Oh
is?
yeah, here we go. Speak with the storm, knowing the sea, tides, and winds to a very precise degree. That's what we called it.
Ah, okay.
I don't know if that would help. Maybe like, oh, hey, this is out of the ordinary for this region, but thick mist or thick fog is good with me as long as, like, I've been here before and I've sailed these waters before, and I know there isn't. I know it's good deep water, and I know it's we're not going to sail into an island or anything. And if there is an island around, it's populated and well lit and stuff like that, so we can avoid it
Yeah.
or whatever.
Right,
I think
right.
we
So,
swipe all the lanterns down so we're not casting light inside, so we don't look like a huge illuminated ship coming through the fog, because you can see that thing for miles.
Yeah.
Any cool tales to tell about the Pirate Isles, Eric? About maybe a fog that rolls in and steals the children out of a ship or something like that?
Not that one. I do have two stories though in mind. For mists. One of them involves an evil lighthouse keeper. Who would put up lights not where the like actual lighthouse is to make ships crash. To loot them later. And another one though is you know that mists like this are also telltale signs for ghost ships. Like this is definitely the kind of night where like ghost ships come through that mist, you know. That you've heard stories that thick mists sometimes pierce the barrier between what is dead and what is alive, and that
So maybe
sometimes
maybe I'm sitting on the deck telling scary ghost stories to people.
Yeah.
While we're going through
Right.
here.
Yeah, you've heard sailors get trapped in mists before. That there's supposedly a world that's encompassed by mists that you can't leave once you've entered it.
Avalon.
So but
If any-
you know that's
if-
all ship story bullshit, you know. Or is
If
it?
any of the crew look to their captain while we're in this mist, I just get a huge grin on my face. I'm very happy with this mist.
Yeah.
That's not creepy at
No,
all.
the crew,
Nope,
the crew.
no.
No, based on earlier, like the crew's like, what the fuck, you know, like very, very frankly, they're like, hold on, like, it's one thing to not pray to the gods, right? It's another thing to go full sail into some mists. What is going on, right? And they're gonna actually like, they're not gonna revolt or anything like that, but like they want an explanation, you know?
Are they gonna ask? Like,
Yeah.
what-
They're like,
okay.
Captain, are you sure about this? Like, this is not, you know, Captain, we're not sure about this.
And I think Presco just, huge smile on his face, goes, I've sailed these waters before. It's good deep water, and we can't be seen in this mist.
Yeah.
This is why we've struck the lanterns. You can't see us here.
Yeah.
And any islands that are around here are populated with pirates and well lit, so we can steer clear of.
Also ghosts.
Also, someone just chime in with ghosts.
Kind of look over and go, I don't believe in ghosts.
There's a collective gulp. You
Just
just
like a
met you
ghost?
guys all met a ghost like last week. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, no, that's different. That I think, I think what the bird meant was like, "Ooh, spooky ghosts," and not like, "Oh shit, that's a ghost pirate." I don't think Presco's ever seen any evidence of like a ghost ship.
No, probably not. Okay. Can you make me a navigation check, right? See vehicles as we go through this nightly mist.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
25.
Awesome. Okay. So what this is what this looks like. You guys are sailing perfectly through this. There are large shadows in the mists here that stick up like giant stalagmites. In fact, there are several like island, like sort of like rocky arches here that seem to move a little bit. When you get closer, like through like shadowy arches, right? And they kind of and like ever so gently, you think you see them move through the mists. These are the arms, and you know this, Captain. These are the arms of Kraken that you are sailing under. It has definitely not noticed you, but through here, this is something that I think you would know that the crew doesn't know.
I also love the idea that I'm in the corner telling them stories. Like, see, these are the hangman noose lions, and this is where all the ghosts come from.
Yeah, like these are like several 100 feet tall tentacles that are like latched together here.
Very glad I rolled 25 on.
Yes, and you're not being noticed by them
26
here.
plus.
Seriously, like like you wouldn't think they're tentacles from where they're at because they're so spread out, right? Like there's nothing could be that big.
But I know how huge a kraken is.
And they remain motionless, and you know that when they're motionless, you know what this means. You're sailing.
Waiting for prey.
No, you're sailing through a mating ritual.
Oh shit!
I was about to make a joke about that, but then Eric went and made the joke. So
It wasn't a joke.
It's not a joke.
Man.
oh, that storm we felt before was.
So the whole crew is Do you like the crew doesn't know that? Everyone's saying that these things are just rocks and stuff, right? But you know the real truth in this moment and stuff. Would you share that with the group, being like those are no rocks, or do you just keep that to yourself and silently smile based on this good fortune by Dagon?
That's no moon. Yeah, no, I definitely let on the fact that these are like kraken screwing around, as it were. But I tell everyone to be like, be freaking quiet, because you don't want to. If it's one thing you don't want to do, it's mess with a kraken. If it's another thing you definitely don't want to do, it's cockblock a kraken.
Yeah, you don't want to cockblock a kraken.
If he tells
Yeah.
me this, I'm getting out and drawing as best I can what's around me.
Right.
Yeah, as long as you don't draw attention, that's fine.
I mean, have you met me?
Yes, I have. That's why I'm saying it.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, I tell everyone to be quiet, but you're never going to see this again.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
I'd like to make a point that maybe I kind of proved myself to be an able navigator to the bull sharks, because I've steered them through 2 storms, a giant field of jellyfish, and a couple of mating krakens,
Yeah.
and a giant fog cloud. And everyone's like, "Oh my god, you're doing this wrong!" And I'm like, "Look, we're fine. I know how to do this."
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was actually going to point that out in sort of the next part here. Yeah, as we sail through this at night. The crew, they don't doubt you anymore. They respect you and your skills, but they don't like it, right? You know? Like
You don't have to fucking like it.
yeah, you know what I mean? But there's no doubt to your measures anymore after that.
I'm okay with it.
But
Look, I will drive you into a kraken's butthole if it proves to you that I'm a good captain.
mhm,
Okay,
yeah. So it's
that's the story that gets told here.
yeah. So this is the night you all sail through Kraken mating ritual.
I'd like to imagine that.
Some
Vanilla
say
apple.
Captain Stormskin got his name from the sound of 2 krakens slapping together like turtles.
There's a
I'd like to imagine Banana Apple would, in another time and place, would have been at the front with like a PA system going, and on the starboard side you can see a tentacle of a kraken.
Is that a tentacle or something else? You can decide that for yourself.
no,
Well-
that's not how Krakens have sex.
Yeah, I was gonna say technically.
Krakens don't have
they're-
they don't have a penis.
So it's like one of those.
They have a
it's like one of
modified
those-
arm.
They have a
it's
modified
like one
arm.
of
It
those
shoots
giant snake balls that rolls around.
Nope.
You seen them?
Nope, that's not how
Oh,
it
that's
works.
something terrifying. You'll never.
No,
you'll
it's
never
not.
see.
Look, I know a thing or two about how octopuses mate, okay? And squids mate. They shoot a little packet. They shoot like a little ball of sperm. That's what they do.
Mhm.
Now you know.
Does it make a pew sound?
No.
You know the sound of like
Theoretically
a rail
speaking.
gun charging up, like, and then there's a bit of silence, and it goes. Like
No.
that, yeah.
It's pretty quiet. It's
Okay.
no, it's not like a giant laser.
And
However,
then you hear the sound of a single kraken groaning, like from miles around.
not that you would know. I don't think you would know this, but just for everyone's edification, I think capturing that like baby kraken packet stuff would probably be like that'd be probably worth a lot of money to the right people.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to steal it. You don't want to steal the kraken,
Nope.
the baby kraken sperm.
No,
Okay.
we're good.
This ship slaps the ship, holds so much kraken sperm.
You have no idea. You have no idea.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah,
There's just probably
I-
maybe there's like a lot of like bubbles and foam in the water, right?
Uh.
That's probably all you would see.
I think Bajko is like somewhat fascinated and somewhat like embarrassed to be witnessing this at the same time, and is essentially useless throughout this entire segment of the journey.
Oh my god, those weren't jellyfish.
That was
Sorry.
days ago. I think we're fine.
Yeah, no.
You don't know how
yeah.
long they've been going at it.
Ugh.
Hey, it's okay. It happens to all
Okay,
the Krakens.
let's leave.
We
Let's
can
leave
try
the
again
Kraken
in
scene.
5 minutes.
I punched the gas, Eric. Let's get out of here.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. You all don't encounter anything else for the day. Oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah. So you guys travel through the night, crossing through the Pirate Isles. I need another navigation check, just as the general part of the day. Cool.
Wisdom or intelligence?
Wisdom.
Oh,
Natural
even better.
20. Okay, 26. Awesome. Yeah, so it's a clear
19
day.
and 20 in a row.
Yeah. You're all blessed with very favorable weather this time around. It's a perfectly clear day with perfect, speedy winds, but not too speedy. Like dangerous winds hitting you in the back of your sails, giving you a nice blow through the Isles here.
Sweet.
There's not a cloud in the sky. Everything's going pretty well. You guys, you think that you can probably, with this sort of speed, you can probably make it to Renkru in maybe another 2 weeks.
I mean, we got nothing else to aim for, so that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
what we're going for.
So. Okay.
Let's go for it.
Yep. No encounters this week. So can you give me another navigation check for the next week?
It's gonna be shit.
No.
10
16.
dice. That's
No.
not horrible.
The weather maintains its perfect clearness this time as well. Like basically the same wind speeds and stuff, which means you go twice as fast, right, than normal. So you actually will make it to Renkru by the end of this week.
Yeah.
Let me just see.
What time of day do we arrive in Renkru? Is it dusk or dawn or middle of the day or middle of the night?
It's 11. You guys will be arriving. To push yourself to get here this time, you'll be arriving at night.
Okay. Arrive at night. When we arrive into Renkru, I'd like to cast Fog Cloud, like a small fog cloud around the ship,
Mhm.
so we look ominous coming into port.
Okay. So Renkru. Renkru is a city on the island of Oxoxel, and by city I mean it's basically it's a generous. It looks sort of like it's built in the ruins of kind of like a Temoican style architecture and stuff. So think kind of Mesoamerican. But however, it used to be it clearly used to be bigger. But the occupied parts of the city and stuff like that are smaller, mostly towards the port sides of things. So you can see that kind of around you see some other ships that have also docked here. You could definitely see that one of the ships docked here is, it's hosting the Scarlet Brotherhood flags. But this is a sort of like neutral territory for trading and relaxing. The village is mostly is mostly inhabited by Ulmen. Which are a local tribe from the Medio jungles. Or maybe that's several tribes, y'all don't know. But in general, expect that this is sort of a place to stop, refresh, relax, get some rumors, see what's going on around the areas. Have any of you been to Renkru before?
Definitely not Boschko.
Very far south.
I probably did a bit of traveling, but I don't know if I've. I mean, maybe I'm from the south. I don't know, Eric.
Yeah.
Where did people find me? Tomoka-chan.
Tomokan, yeah, all the way up there. So this is several hundred miles away. It's like literally
Though I
around
can
the
fly.
coast. Yeah.
I can fly. So I don't know. Probably not. I probably wouldn't have gone out to islands. I probably would have stayed on the mainland.
I have been here before, a long time ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we
But I
even know
flipped the
how?
coin.
I was gonna say, do we even know how old you are?
No, you don't.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
That's cool.
At least 5.
Yeah, I'm
At
older than you are.
least 5.
But you guys have been sailing literally now for months.
Yep.
Right. So you've traveled another 2 weeks. So you're almost at the end of Ready Reat. Today's the 15th of Ready Reat, which probably marks you guys haven't been back to shore since Harvester 2 months ago. So it's been a really long, hard journey for you all, eating mostly nothing but wet tuna. Basically glorified cat food
Yeah.
and soggy bread.
Boschko is looking forward to having shore leave with the rest of the bull sharks and getting very drunk.
Yeah. Is that kind of the plan? Is everyone gonna kind of carouse?
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, like you all haven't had a chance to carouse or like do anything in a very long time. You have all been pretty like, business.
And
going
it'll
through.
give us a chance to stretch our legs and maybe hear some rumors about our dear friend,
Yeah,
who I want to kill desperately.
Manthus.
I want to kill him so bad.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm
Awesome.
okay with that,
Okay.
as long as I get him afterwards.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So there might not be anything left. Okay. Cool. So then, what we're gonna do is we're gonna see the ship kind of like pulling into the piers here, as we're gonna take a quick little 5-minute break. Okay. To the city of Rengfru, or the village. All right. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you all in about 5 minutes. Okay, we're back. How's it going? So our crew is moving into Renkru, the sort of like Ulman village town island of island village of Oxoxal. Axuxal, whatever that is.
Can you say that again? AUX.
Auxuxal. I think it's Oxoxal.
That sounds Ioxel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Aoxal.
Oxoxal.
I like Aoxal.
Oxal.
Aoxal.
It's a Swedish chef.
All the oxen free.
All right, so Renkru has a couple places to sort of carouse in. So I think definitely the bull sharks are going to be carousing. I think are we all going to be carousing around?
Yeah.
Cool. So everyone's going to carouse. Tell me, are you going to worry about how much money you spend or not when you carouse?
Boschko has more money than his entire family has seen in their entire lifetimes.
Mm-hmm.
So no. Like he has so much money that he doesn't understand. There's no way he could, in his mind, there's no way he could possibly spend it all, and so he doesn't need to worry about budgeting it.
Okay.
As far as you know, financially independent.
I
Okay,
mean,
then. Yeah.
this would be enough for him, money for him to retire on if he's like invested it and spent it wisely for the rest of his life. But
Mm-mm.
it's not.
That's not for
Boschko.
you. That's not Boschko, right? Cool. So let's start with Boschko. Can you roll a D100 for me, please?
I'd love to.
Cool.
Hey Mari, you want to help me roll a D100? She's a tiny dog. She doesn't know how to roll dice.
Okay, you rolled 95.
If that's good, then I'm gonna say it was Lucky Mari, and if it's bad, I'm gonna just blame the dog.
Right. Well, you're the first person. So you know, we cut to your night of gambling and drinking. You have made a small fortune.
I already had a small fortune.
I know.
I love you too, dog. Yes. How much fortune do I get?
You've made last night 230 gold.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
A lot of gold.
You may not remember what game it is, and maybe it's a series of games. Do you remember what it is? Are you a dice person? Are you something else? I mean, it could be arm wrestling. Like it could, you know what I mean? It could be anything.
I love arm wrestling. It's totally arm wrestling. And it's like one of those things where like he keeps betting and people keep betting against him for the arm wrestling, and every time he wins, he takes his winnings and he like shoves it in his pocket or whatever and leaves his original bet out there, and this keeps happening throughout the night. And he's lost count over how many people he's defeated at arm wrestling. And the next morning, he's like, "Oh my god, why is my pouch so heavy?"
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Someone go buy me a bigger pouch.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Who else wants to? We're all carousing, so who wants to go next?
I'd love to use my playing card set skill proficiency to play some cards.
Okay, play some cards.
If I can get maybe a little bonus for being very good with cards.
Yeah.
What do I roll?
I mean, you're gonna be testing that. So you're playing with playing cards.
Yeah.
It's a tool, yeah? So,
Yeah.
because you actually get it as a tool proficiency.
Because of
As
that.
a soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there I'm wondering what the stat associated with it would be.
Probably wisdom or dexterity.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
depends. Are you cheating or are you not cheating? Like, are you just
No,
good
I'm
with
not- I'm not
cards or are you
cheating.
cheating? Yeah.
I'm not cheating.
Well,
I'm
that-
just very good at cards.
Wisdom.
It's probably then wisdom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh.
Okay. Roll a d100 for me.
shit.
Okay. Well, that's that's not the best. Let's see here. That's interesting. So you're not in jail. Let's start there. But you have woken up without any memory how you got there in a strange place. But let's.
by the way, I one low qualifier. Presco doesn't drink. He doesn't drink.
Ah, okay.
So if I was woken up somewhere, I'd probably been clubbed over the head.
Okay. Yeah, no, I know exactly what happened here. Yeah, no, you were clubbed over the head. And you regained consciousness as sort of a prisoner by as you regain consciousness, it looks to be a sort of pirate group or sailing group of goblins who yeah, they haven't really bound you too well. Like they think they're you can see that they kind of overestimated them getting you. But they're definitely all like, and you can see them going through your belongings. And you can see them fighting over, not necessarily fighting over, but confused about your barnacle.
Oh, how many are there?
About 6.
Am I sitting up or lying down?
You're kind of like your back's towards like the stone wall of like the basement of whatever place they're in right now. And they're going through your belongings, being like, look at this fucking idiot. Going through everything, like, oh, wow, this guy's rich. Oh, this guy must have been a captain. Wow, he was so easy to get. Just took one clunk on the head. And they're going through these things as you wake up.
I would love to just do, like, whatever somatic thing kind of under my breath and motion with my hands behind my back and cast Thunder just out from me towards the goblins. Because they're pretty tiny, so...
Well, they're not, like, on you. They're, like, they're, like, about 20 feet away, like, on, like, a desk where all your shit is, where they're going through things. And you're kind of, like,
okay.
You're stuck to the wall. Yeah. Like, you're kind of tied to the wall.
But not very well, so you
Yeah,
can get
not
out of
very
that,
well. Yeah.
Probably.
Okay, can I kind of strength my way out of the bonds?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, or slide dex your way out, whichever way you want to do.
strength, I think, rip bonds.
Yeah.
Is it a saving throw or what?
Yeah, strength saving throw.
Oh,
you got a 1.
Shit.
All right. Okay, that will attract the goblin, the captain, and be like, "Oh, hey, he's awake. Yeah, that's good. Hey there, little buddy." And he comes over and like tries to like pat your head, like, "Hey, good to see ya, my little good luck charm."
Could I maybe count that as some form of physical attack?
No,
Aww.
he's not attacking you.
Well, he's very close though, right?
Yeah, he's right next to you, and he's kind of mocking you. Clearly, you get the impression he's holding you for ransom.
Okay, well, I'd like to spit poison in his face.
Ah, that would, yeah. Okay.
So I guess I kind of smile when he's
Yeah.
close. Look
I
up
mean,
at him and just go.
Yeah, he gets right in your face and stuff, and then all of a sudden you see your teeth are actually like fangs, and yeah.
Yeah.
You a snake boy? Are you a snake boy?
And I just go.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Hawk and poison.
Imagine Dilophosaurus in Jurassic Park 1,
Yeah.
except without the
The frills.
without the frills.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Poison spray.
Yep. Let's see if I.
I mean, is it a save or is it an attack roll?
Let me check.
Because either you have advantage or they have disadvantage as you surprise them.
It is. Let's see. Make spellcasting. Oh! Damn, I should have read this before I cast. I could also have cast Suggestion on. But no.
I think spit poison in the face is a much better reaction to
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
happened so far.
I mean, technically, it's a noxious gas, but that does not
No.
fit with the.
It's poison. It's
No.
fine. You're fine with it.
Creature must make a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 poison damage. Oh, actually, 2d12 because 5th level.
Oh, cool.
You melt this guy's face off.
I'd love to melt this guy's face off.
They got a 5.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Well, the good news though.
Wow.
So of the 2d12, you do 5 points of damage. The good news though is that that's enough to kill it.
Cool. So I
Does it do
think
that
when he walks up
Nazi
to me, I kind of smile and go.
Yeah. And it screams as it dies. Obviously, it gets the attention of its 4 other buddies there. But at that point, you can use some of the leftover like acid around, or just like the boot knife or something to cut your arms free.
Yeah.
But then we will cut over to Henley. Let's see Mr. Apple's carousing here.
Okay, so I'd imagine it would just be very bardic in nature, and maybe, you know what, maybe the drunker I get, the more likely I am to start falling into the roguish side of things, which is to say, maybe I go on a grand heist or something along those lines.
Sure.
But, like a grand heist in my mind is like, getting downstairs in the pub and like taking all the cooking, baking, or all the like bacon or something like that from downstairs.
Yeah. Just literally just getting in the kitchen, eating all the bacon. Yeah.
A panty raid version of bacon or whatever. So,
Sure.
A
Make a
pantry raid, if you
pantry.
would.
Yeah.
oh shit, that's even better. I like that. Yeah.
Okay.
The R,
roll-
the
roll a-
R,
roll a
RY in
D100.
parentheses.
Come on, no whammies. Yeah, right down the middle.
53. Cool. Yeah. So you're able to get your food. What do you think would be your preferred treat? Would it be bacon?
Ooh.
What's the thing you missed the
yeah.
most from eating shitty fish the whole time?
Well, I mean, like, he's an Aarakocra, so it's like fruits and nuts, but like at the same time, he does have like a taste for human delicacies. So I'd imagine it would be like, like salty bacon and like pork belly and just like stuff that normal birds wouldn't eat. And also like the idea that his raid is actually like, armfuls of stuff like comical like belts of like sausages hanging off his shoulder and stuff like that. It's not just like a little bit. It's like, yeah, I'm taking all this shit.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, cool. So yeah, so you got a bunch of meat and stuff from like a butcher.
Yep. Bunch of meat.
Yeah.
And
So
yeah.
you're not rich like a king from your carousing, but you eat like a king.
Yeah, I'm like in the morning, got that big extended belly thing going on,
Yeah, you're good. And also like you have
I'm like-
yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm like on the beach, extended belly, rum bottles around me, like,
You also vaguely remember dropping like this isn't all of the meat that you got. You put some on the ship.
Oh yeah.
So if you ever wanted some extra, like on the sea, you could go down and try to find some.
Well, I like the idea that I know myself,
Mhm.
so I hid the meat in places.
Right, so you
Like
wouldn't
little
forget.
stashes. Like I like the idea that we get into a cannonball fight later on, and it explodes like a wall, and just like sausages fall out of the wall. You know?
Yes.
Are you Ron Swanson?
You're just stockpiling
Just bacon
sausages in
stashed
different areas.
everywhere?
Yeah, absolutely. Cool.
I don't know where those come from. I only eat birds. I only eat seeds and fruit.
Okay. So that works out well. Yeah. So you guys have this is sort of like your first night out. Unfortunately, yeah. It only seems like it was Presco who got the short end of the stick.
Oh,
And ever-
I'm not done with the goblins. I'd like
Yeah.
to keep going with the goblins.
Absolutely. We cut back to would you have killed them?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So like do we just see like the remnants of the thunder wave?
No. If it are we indoors? Or
Yeah, you're in
an
a basement
alleyway?
of something.
No. Oh, nice. I'd like to imagine them seeing me spit the face off that guy, and then
Yeah.
run for the door, and I use thaumaturgy to just slam the door shut.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then,
feel free
like,
to narrate this. Like, we don't have to
Yeah,
go
no.
to. These are just whatever baby goblins, you know, like the one challenge rating, whatever
No,
goblins.
I'm standing up and just pitch black eyes. They can see that much in the like candlelight, and they just wave a hand, and the door slams shut, and they start hearing like a guttural sound from all over, from the entire room is speaking to them, saying, "Oh, you're done fucked up now."
Yeah.
And then we just fade to black as I move in to the group
Okay.
with hands held high with this viscous non-Newtonian
You know, all I
blood,
can think about
blood
now-
red water thing around my hands now. It's smiling.
So you're
All
the
I can
last
think
one to go back to
about,
the ship.
all I can think about now is what is it? Have you ever seen Supernatural?
Hmm.
Yeah, your character in my eyes is just Crowley now. Like,
I know who that is, actually.
yeah, like I just imagine you just being like just doing evil shit for fun, you know? Like that's how I see it.
That sounds like me.
Yeah.
Do I get my money back?
Yeah,
From the
um,
dead goblins?
You find some. You are short a little bit.
Okay. How much do I lose?
You can't. 20 gold is unaccounted for.
Okay.
Either they spent it, or it's just you can't find it.
Or maybe there were more goblins and they've left. They
Yeah.
had money.
Right.
Do I find anything like worthwhile on these goblin pirate sailors guys that I can sell? Or
No, but maybe on their ship or something.
that'd be cool. I also make sure that when I leave the goblins,
Mhm.
I've taken like a trophy from each of them, like an ear.
Okay. Yeah. It probably doesn't take you too long as you're making it back to your ship this morning that you know what the goblin ship is. It's kind of like a glorified raft, with a big old pirate flag on it.
Skull and
Uh,
crossbones.
it's like
drawn
a-
out
But with
of one-
pointy ears.
Yeah, it's got a big old like just think of like a bunch of like logs lashed together. Like it's like super flat, like something like Waterworld looking thing, you know?
If a human skull and crossbones is called a Jolly Roger, what's a goblin Jolly Roger?
A jolly rich.
Yeah. The janky ranky? I don't know.
The janky ranky.
Janky
No, that's
ranky.
it. That's it. Sold.
That's it. That's the one.
Okay. Yeah, that's got a janky ranky.
That's the one.
Did I kill the entire crew?
No, not the whole crew.
How big is this raft?
I mean, it's about the size of your ship. It's just big old
Oh, damn,
flat
it's
and
just shit.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
okay.
shit. It's
Just
a giant raft. Yeah, it's a giant flat raft that has no business in the water. But there it is, you know. So
Oh, damn.
okay.
I'd like to get on the goblin ship at like dawn.
Okay. So you're not gonna go back to your actual ship? Or
Oh,
let
not
anyone?
yet.
Okay. Yeah. So you,
How
I
many
could
goblins
just take
are?
care of this.
it's the
How many goblins are around?
It's the Splatoon. There's about 20 goblins.
Okay, I just walk up to the edge of their. what did we call it?
The Spontoon, or the janky
No.
the janky ranky flying.
Ranky.
Janky
And
Ranky.
I throw a bag up on deck and I move. I walk.
All right. One of the goblins is gonna go open the bag.
Six sets of right ears, all goblin.
Mm.
And I bet some of them had like telltale signs or like,
Yeah.
oh, that's Raskit's ear because he had that weird piercing or the tip missing.
Yeah, no, the captain is gonna see this bag, and rather than being revolted or angry, looks happy and looks like glad. It's like, hey, wait, Longshank, wait. And he's like trying to like he like pushes the guys out of the way. Like, wait, hold on, let's talk. Hey, how's it going? Hey,
I stop and turn around.
hey, look, I just want you to know, my name is Fingal. No hard feelings about what happened earlier. They were acting independently. Nothing related to my janky ranky. I just want you to know. Are we good? We cool? You seem cool. I just want to make sure we're cool. He like tries to hold his hand out. Like humans do this, right? Humans do this handshake thing, right? Look at us being classy. Like this is so great. Please take my hand.
Oh,
I don't want to die.
Does he say humans do?
Yeah, he's like, come on, this is what the humans do, right? Like, come on, let's do this.
I extend my hand, which you can see is clearly not human,
Yeah. Ah, cool. Ah.
and my fork.
No
tongue-
judging. He's like, no judgment. It's a
No,
judgment-free zone.
My fork tongue kind of slips out between my fangs and go, yes, we're good.
Did you go full snake somehow and I missed that?
No. It's just that I always like. I don't go around like. Or, I don't have a full set of fangs. I just have the canines or fangs.
I think you can kind of hide it in some ways.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Kind of like the difference between like Bilbo and when Bilbo sees the ring again. You know.
Oh yeah.
Like there's a part that can change in you.
There's
it's
a
not
definite
too-
3-hour makeup session in between there.
Yeah, right. Like it's not like a complete overhaul polymorph situation, but there's definitely a part that can slightly turn to more
And the
snake-like.
hands, I always wear gloves otherwise, which is why
Yeah.
my hands are.
Yeah.
And like your like super long fingernails stick out through the gloves, but it looks like it's just gloves with long nails on them for some reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen,
It's not like super long fingernails. They're like a couple of inches maybe, and it just looks like I have long fingers because they're inside the gloves, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they're like, well, I mean, this is great, and hey, if you need anything, Fingal and the Janky Ranky is at your service, and he like taps your hat.
I smile with like a full set of now a full set of fangs.
Good. That's good.
Good to
That's cool.
know. And then I
It's cool. Okay.
Love it.
Fine with me.
Oh, but before I leave,
Mhm.
What was the name of the? Was it like a warehouse basement that we were in? That
Yeah.
I woke up,
Yeah.
and I say to the captain, "If you want the remains, what's left of it? It's in the basement of that warehouse on the edge."
Sweet. Oh yeah. We'll happily take that shark food from you. Shark food is kind of like their You're not sure if it's literal or if that's just like euphemism for dead bodies.
Or cannon fodder.
Yeah, right. You're not sure what it means, but
That's cool.
they seem very pragmatic about it.
Cool.
Cool.
I think it's the cat. I think the cat's out of the bag on the 1T thing now.
Yeah.
So
Well,
human,
none of us know.
human cleric isn't quite right anymore.
Right. Okay. Quote unquote. That's why it's human.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So the Janky Ranky bids its farewell to you, or I guess say Fingal, Captain Fingal of the Janky Ranky bids farewell as you make it back to the ship with everyone else. So you are obviously like the last one or like latest person on the ship in the morning, as sort of like this is the rendezvous point.
But I might be the only one who's not hungover.
Yeah.
Archko doesn't get hungover.
I mean, did you stop the ship from accepting you? So
You
we
would
still get
know that.
hungover?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You would, based on your hangover, you would know that's not. Yeah. Like you're
Just
surprised.
checking.
Yeah.
A little bit surprised.
In fact, the whole crew is kind of surprised, right? Because they were kind of not
Mhm.
expecting to be hungover today.
Oh, well,
How
we
rude.
talked about this last time, that we
Yeah.
would know if I've accepted the ship,
Hmm.
Right.
and I think I have. I think I've accepted
Oh.
the ship at this point. We've been at sea for like a month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah. We have.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'd say I've accepted the ship at this point.
Oh. Then forgive me.
Fantastic.
Then retcon that nobody has a hangover. The
Boom.
telltale sign of the ship and captain combination is that no one gets a hangover on the ship.
Cool. And the other telltale sign that I've accepted the ship specifically is that the coral is now intertwined with like pitch black barnacle.
That's normal, right? That's normal.
Yeah, that's completely
That was
normal. They weren't
supposed to
there when
happen.
we left. They weren't there when we left Blackwell, but they're there now.
It was still, the coral thing was still growing. It hadn't fully formed yet. So,
Yep.
this black barnacles are supposed to be there, I'm sure.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
anything, we've made it more like aerodynamic, except water, so fluid dynamic.
Sure.
So,
Yeah, no,
okay.
that's how it works.
Let's talk about
Uh,
room. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say let's talk about rumors and stuff. You probably picked up.
Rumors.
Right. So there are a few things that came about. A lot of them are involving missing ships. The first one, Fortune's Promise, is a merchant ship that's gone missing somewhere. People have missed different reports. Some people blame it on a dreadful mist that's been traveling around the south from here. People describe a mist that literally swallows up ships.
What was the name of the ship?
Fortune's Promise.
Yeah, it may or may not have been the same mist that we went through.
Yeah, maybe.
They're describing it's a roaming mist. It usually comes after a storm, is what they call it. I think after hearing the tales and things like this, if anybody wants to maybe roll like a history check or something about like recalling stories or lore about something like this would be totally fair.
Sure, I'll do
I'm not
that.
very good with histories.
Yeah, that's
I'll throw
that's your-
down-
That's your jam.
Bam, 13.
Cool. A 13. All right. I can tell you what you know from that. Yeah. You've heard this. You've heard a legend of this place. You've heard that it is. This is the story of the land that sailors don't escape from. It's that it's called Journey's End. But I think that's in your language, in the Aarakocra, or pirate language, whatever. Like it's like a different name for it is Journey's End. Because nothing escapes from it.
Yeah, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's apparently it's not just mist. It's like a continent. It's like a lost continent or like a lost island or something that after the mist your ship just goes to it and gets stuck there. And
I
you heard
also
it's run
that,
it's run by like an evil lady, like an evil queen of the ocean.
yeah, I've also heard that you don't age when you get there, and everyone has the slight power to hover a little bit off the ground.
True.
Bangarang!
You've heard a lot of things about it, but yeah, that's
Mhm.
what you know.
Interesting.
You've heard, but down here, I'm sure you guys have been asking about Vanthus, right?
Oh,
mean-
that guy! I completely forgot about him.
Yeah.
I don't think it's physically. I don't think Bojko is physically capable of not asking about Vanthus, or at least, mentioning his quest to avenge his sister, like at every single opportunity he has.
Yeah, seems 100% true, right? Okay. But as far as sort of like, you know what? Actually, it'd be better. Can you make a charisma check for me, right? Just as you're sort of like gathering information for this.
Oh no. Just straight charisma.
Yeah, I think so.
10.
Okay. You're getting.
Wait. Hold on. Just 1 second. We didn't. When I was fishing for some inspiration earlier, did I actually get it?
Fishing for information about Vanthus?
No, inspiration. When she did
Oh,
the
yes.
When I
Yes.
talked about my rat beer, because if I
You
had
did.
had that, I would have done that. I would have asked to use it here, because
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Vanthus is very important to Bojko.
Okay.
All right, let's.
Roll.
Well,
That's-
10
Well, that's a
great.
1 that time.
10 is
Okay.
fine. Don't worry
Well-
about it.
10 is better than the natural 1. Okay. You hear vague reports of some sort of charismatic pirate somewhere between here and the Pirate Isles, right?
I mean,
Kinda
it
like
could
where
be
you were
that guy you're
sailing.
looking for, but it also sounds like me. So I'm not entirely sure which one it might be.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I
Yeah.
can be very charismatic if I try. Thank you very much. And it's not nice to
You-
not have
you
faith
just
in
never
your
try?
companions.
Not much of a pirate though.
Look at me. I have a free flowing shirt. I'm a parrot. I have 2 swords, both curved. And I've been on a boat for the last couple of months. If that's not a pirate, I don't know what is.
I've done all of those things except ever wear a shirt.
And be a parrot.
Yeah.
And you don't have a curved sword. You have a big straight maul.
Right, exactly. We're exactly the same.
Okay. Right. So your best thing that you've heard is that, vaguely speaking, I'll bring us over to the game map so we can see what's going on. Here we go.
Game map.
Yeah, you've heard that
No.
around here, right? Like this is kind of like the rough area. You heard that Vanthus is around.
And we know he signed up with the
Crimson
the
Fleet.
Crimson.
Correct.
Can I find out some information too, maybe with my background?
Yeah.
What do you want from that?
I mean that probably is also a charisma save.
Okay.
Because yeah, you can't consult,
Yeah.
but you can certainly investigate with people around.
14.
Okay. Yeah.
Even if it only narrows down the area, or like more recent information,
So
or the name of the ship.
yeah. No, you do know that you get the name of the ship.
Give it.
Give you the name of it. 1 second. That's not the name of it. 1 second. It is called. I'm gonna give you the right name of it. Oh, the Sanctum's Dream.
It's not very piratey.
No, it's not. That's what everyone said. But they said you heard that Vanthus renamed the ship.
To that or from that?
No, to that.
Oh,
Do you want to kill him
maybe
more
they didn't
now
like
that you've heard
the
this?
previous name, the Screaming Albatross or something.
Yeah.
Flying.
yeah.
Screaming Albatross is a great name for a ship.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Okay. So is this we ready to take sails again?
Aye.
We might want to stock up on some proper food so people don't have to eat the waterlogged.
That's a good point. Also, you've heard that months ago, Lavinia, their ship came here. Like they talked about a ship going down to Farshore, which is pretty unheard of. But
Which one's Lavinia?
Lavinia is an old character from the beginning of the show. For the NPC that hired the party at the start of it. So you wouldn't know them.
Right.
It's Vanthus' sister.
But she cool.
She's cool.
But she cool.
I imagine that's in character as you're like getting the rigging going. Like she's cool. It's
Right? No. I told her that I was gonna kill her brother, and she said, "Please do." So I think we're tight.
Yeah.
What if? See me out here. They're in cahoots.
No, I don't. Pretty sure. No. Pretty sure.
What if it's all just a big plan to bring you closer to him so that he can finish the job he started on your family?
Finny trusted her, and that's really all I need to know. Finny is an excellent judge of character, and she's never ever steered us wrong. Not even once.
Except when she left us.
She had to do that. It's for the best.
No one ever has to do anything.
Well,
That's
I have to
official
kill
act.
Vanthus.
I mean, you don't have to.
I do.
I mean, let's say that you spent all this time searching for Vanthus. You could have been, I don't know, building your own boat that has much bigger ship sails. Or you could have been learning another language or learning how to play an instrument.
But I don't
You'd
want
be
to
a
do
master
any
by
of
now.
those things.
Or you could have killed an entire population on an island by now.
Why would I do that?
Because, I don't know, you seem to like doing those sorts of things.
I don't just randomly kill people. They have to piss me off first.
Okay, well, then in this hypothetical, the island pissed you off.
Oh, okay then. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
there was so much time that you spent on vengeance. I mean, why? I mean, let's say you kill him. What are you going to do then? Are you going to lay down there and do nothing?
Don't worry about that when he's dead.
When he's dead. Okay.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna sail out then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Not that you've asked for it or anything like that, but you've heard the stories that like you're probably riding up on confidence, but you know that hunting the ship is not going to be easy, right? You have your work cut out for you. This isn't going to be, you're not going against the janky ranky, right?
To be fair,
I'd
though,
like-
the Janky
I'd
Ranky
like
is
to,
real hard to hit
propose-
with cannonballs. So.
I'd like to propose that those goblins might be good allies.
Hmm.
We can
Yeah.
distract the Sanctum's Dream with the Janky Ranky while we sneak up on their rear.
Okay.
What was the name? Was it Captain Fingal?
Yeah, Fangol.
As in Fang?
I typed it in chat.
Oh, cool.
I mean, the ship is called the Splantoon, but I mean, the Janky Ranky just sounds way better.
Janky Ranky is best name.
That's a good name. Okay. So let's go pirate hunting.
All right.
How do we fish for pirates?
It's a lot of scouting
how do
around,
we-
looking,
how do we
waiting.
mine
One
for
must
pirates?
use the correct bait.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, it's all the bait.
Okay,
Mhm.
well,
Okay. Wow. So, leaving Renkru. It's a warm day. It is raining, but it's not like a storm.
Did we stock up on food?
Yeah.
Cool.
You've stocked up on supplies. You. Can I just get a navigation check from you?
Sure.
Well, that's a one.
Natural one.
oh
Okay.
no.
I think I'm distracted by other things.
Yeah.
We kind of like
Whirlpool.
spaced out while trying to pilot the ship.
Well. No, I don't think that's what. Well, yes, but that's not the only thing. So you guys, it's raining here, and there's a strong wind to your backs, giving you guys great speed. All right, literally, you're going about 3 times at a normal rate that you would, which is super fast. You haven't been going this fast since the time you were going through the Azure Sea, going to the cove, to go around the blockade. You guys are going hella fast, which seems fortunate, right? But
No, because I rolled a 1.
yeah, but yeah, well,
Metagaming.
yeah. As night,
You think it's fortunate, except
yeah. Well, as night comes about, so does that mist.
and it's that mist, not the other mist.
Yeah, but with a 1, I think you are confident that this is another sign of Dagon's good fortune.
I misinterpret, is what you're saying?
But you have misinterpreted this one. This is not a good sign.
Oh no.
He thought it was a good sign. Little did he know, he done fucked up.
Yeah, this mist does not seem like, even seeing like it's almost twice as thick as the mist before. Everyone's kind of like holding out, kind of like whoever can see in the dark as best they can, try to get an idea of where to go. Would everyone be on deck right now?
Is it
I mean-
daytime?
I'd probably be sleeping.
Okay,
Yeah,
You're
it depends on the hour, but I
it's
guess
nighttime. It's middle of the night, so anyone on night shift, basically.
I'm definitely at the helm because I've got
Yeah.
dark vision, so I don't mind running.
Yeah, I think Bajko having dark vision, he would probably be one of the ones to take a night shift as well.
Okay, cool.
I think I have dark vision. I'm not sure, but I'm still sleeping either way.
Okay. Your ship lurches and comes from that super fast to almost like a standstill, knocking everyone around the ship. Anyone above, I need you to make a reflex save or a dexterity save for me. As your ship literally comes to a stop.
Ooh.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Nope.
Look at all those fails.
Okay. Several of you, including some of the crew, tumble overboard. But rather than hitting the water, you hit some dark green land that's mushy in your hands. It's rotten seaweed. All around you, all around the ship, like underneath this layer of fog, like some people pick up their hands and it's just kelp everywhere.
What the
Now-
hell?
And you're standing on it.
I'm pretty familiar with like kelp demons. Does
Yeah.
this feel like the kelp demon we met with Krusty, or hey, it's a
No.
Dagon kelp demon?
No, it's none of those things.
Oh, shit.
Everything's a demon.
Actually,
But what if it was?
there is something. I think Tabashko might be the closest person here to feel it.
Really?
You get the similar sense and similar presence that you had sort of around Molus's font of power. Like this is druidic in nature, right? Like you get that sort of feeling, like that same sort of tinge of magic.
This feels like magic, but like I don't know magic from magic, but I had the same feeling when we were the Druid Circle.
Yeah.
I don't know if magic is magic, but
The bull sharks who were there too say like, yeah, I know what you mean. I don't like the feeling of this. It feels something's wrong here. This isn't like, yeah.
I think some more of those guild guys are taking over the
No.
Underwater Druid Circle again. Something
No.
else.
I think a few of them are like something else.
I think I whisper as loud as I can, but still like this.
Yeah.
Everyone back on the ship.
Okay.
Aye, Captain.
Right. Cool. So as that's happening, let me see here. 1 second. Let me see your characters.
Okay.
That's not a good sign.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Sure it's
Anyone
fine.
with a passive perception of 14 or better,
That's
you
me.
could see in the dark.
Also me.
Yeah. Sort of like out of like part of the kelp comes up from the mist as a shape of like a person, right? Like begins to walk towards you, and then another and another as they're like everyone's trying to get back on the ship, but you can kind of see like behind you, like you see these things coming towards the ship.
Yeah,
and
Vajko's gonna stay on, like, be the last one up, basically,
yeah,
and be like, I don't know what those things are, but I don't like them.
yeah. Your ship's thoroughly stuck. It literally looks like the seaweed stuff. It looks kind of like almost like saran wrap, you know what I mean, or some kind of like foil or cover, like covering over a body that's like it's like getting stretched into the shape of a person as it's like walking towards you, but it can't get out of the seaweed.
Where does it list passive perception now?
It's underneath your abilities. It's just 10 plus your wisdom
Oh, there.
plus your
13
perception.
fucking shit.
Okay, it's fine.
No, it's not.
No.
Well, I mean, like, if I point them out, can you see them?
No, because I don't think you guys have any lights on, unless someone would like, yeah. No, you'd have to light up some, like, have light to see what's going on here. Okay.
I call up for somebody to, like, drop me my Warhammer, because
Yeah.
I feel like it's still on the ship.
Totally.
Like, I wouldn't be carrying it around just, like, on deck normally, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I call up and someone drops
No.
the Warhammer into my hand.
I imagined like a glass cage with like a fire axe, but it's your Warhammer instead, and it's
Right? No,
just
exactly.
always the glass is always broken.
Instead, I think as we're getting ready to roll initiative here, instead I think from the top of the deck, some other people will call out, being like, there's some things here, you know, as they're like coming, and you seem to be like your ship is stuck in the sea of seaweed, and these creatures seem to be surrounding the ship. There's probably like maybe 24 of them.
I'll take them all.
Yeah.
Let's get ready to rage.
So let's roll initiative.
Can I do one thing before you do initiative?
Yeah, what's up?
I was gonna like sound an alarm aloud.
How are you sounding an alarm from not being on the ship? Right.
by using thaumaturgy and boosting my voice very, very loud, going, "Everyone get the hell out!"
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's the last thing we hear as we go into
Putting
initiative,
my-
right?
Putting my hands over my mouth, making the sound like an air raid siren.
Yeah. Which means, Master Apple is going to wake up.
What
Whether
is-
you want to or not, sucker.
Yeah. I was gonna sleep through the whole thing. Damn it.
Well,
Uh,
that's perfect. That's a 0 initiative. That's a
Oh
1
no!
minus.
Wow.
Oh, I realized I don't
Wow.
have on this screen. You don't have your tokens.
Oh yeah,
That's
I was
true.
gonna say I got nothing to fuck.
Yeah, I rolled my initiative anyway.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I'd love to re-roll, but no.
Wow. Hold on a second. My map is being really slow.
Okay.
0 initiative. How is that even possible?
You have a -1
I
dexterity.
know
guess?
how it's possible, but god damn it!
You were so
rolled-
busy with your thaumaturgy.
I rolled a 0.
shouting.
I rolled a 1, then I rolled a 10, then I rolled a 1 again.
I got
Got some
7.
bad luck.
And you rolled a 2. It's even.
Oh, you think that's fun? Wait until I hit you with the ye old booty butt. Okay, so it's gonna take me 1 minute to put on my armor. Sweet.
Are you
10
really
rounds.
going to sit for 10 rounds and put on your armor?
Of course.
Okay.
I don't sleep with my armor
Oh,
on.
yeah. Well, you don't have
I
10
mean-
rounds.
I mean, he can stay below deck and continue to put on his armor while we get assaulted. It's fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta choose between having armor and,
So what are these things that we're fighting, Eric?
Never seen them before. You're not sure. Let me just add everybody to the thing. I have to do it manually.
I also can't see in the dark.
Nope.
So there's that.
that's fine. That's fine.
Seaweed things.
Is this the same thing that we fought before? That seaweed monster?
No.
It's not gonna fart on me and kill me again?
No. No, we spoke about it. It's not a demon thing. No.
I was gonna breathe on you and you're gonna fall over.
I don't know about you guys, but when my armor's on, I have 22 armor.
That's a lot of armor.
15 and +2 versus.
Well, they got a natural 20 for their initiative.
I have 15, and that's with magic. But I don't wear armor either, so.
But I've got special armor, so I can swim fast.
Mm.
Yeah, I've got a shield, like a magic shield. I've got light armor, and then I've also got like fancy footwork, which gives me defensive duelist. While you're wielding a finesse weapon which you're proficient with, and another creature hits you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction to add a bonus to your AC for that attack. So the first attack I have 22, and the next one I have 19.
I'm gonna roll a d20
Basically.
for the bull sharks. They're better than Boschko.
Oh, so those two will
Ah.
kill each other before we have to do anything? Sweet. I can get down with that. I got a 7, Mr. Eric.
Okay. Second. Just adding you to the initiative now.
Do we want to, Jaeger Dempsey's character? And then roll, for Korik?
Yeah, that makes sense. Initiating Jaeger. 4. Okay. So starting off, the seaweed things happen. Rather than coming up immediately to attack you all, It doesn't look like that. Instead, what happens is that they all seem to like all like 25 of them or so. They put their hands out and they almost like link hands together, and you can see like from them, like underneath the sort of seaweed, you see sort of like vines and stuff branching through, or like bulges branching through the seaweeds that come up around, trying to grab you at your feet. So they're going to try to attack and constrict you.
I don't like it.
No. Rightly so.
Save.
No, it's actually their attacks.
Oh,
Same.
I was mentioning dexterity.
Trying to work out how much
All right,
armor.
these four go to you, Bajko.
Okay,
Your AC is probably, is it
14? So 3 of them hit.
3 of them will hit you? 3 of
And I
them.
haven't started raging yet. So great.
They hit. So you're hit for 27, 9 damage apiece. And then 4 more vines come out. These ones are going after Presco.
Do they count as ranged?
No. They count as, well, they're melee, but they're going from ranged, like a whip. They have reach.
So I have 15. Defender wins.
No, attacker wins.
What? They changed it.
No,
No.
it's always
they
been
No, so it-
AC's 15. They rolled 15, so 2 of them hit you. So you're 18. So then that means for both you and Bajko, you are considered grappled, which means you can't move. You can still do attacks and
18
everything.
damage.
Yeah, you've taken 18 points of damage, bludgeoning.
Oof.
So you are considered grappled, which means your speed is now 0, but you don't have attack, or you don't have an advantage or disadvantage or anything like that. That's being restrained. You have to use an action to break 3, which would be an escape DC of 12. Right. So
Easy.
I tell you the DC to break free because you can kind of feel it yourself, like how hard it is to break free. You know.
I got
So
this.
that's just mechanically what it is. But yeah. Okay.
So it's a strength save break.
Yeah.
I guess.
Right. You can feel how hard it's going to take to get out of these things.
All right.
The bull sharks go.
They are going to. I'm sure a number of them have ranged weapons. They can start shooting at these things from the deck of the ship.
Yeah, because the ones on the ground don't have anything like you all. So yeah, so
Right.
some of them will probably have crossbows and stuff like that. So can you
Well,
make?
like, I mean,
Yeah.
Bajko shouted up to like give us weapons because there's something coming.
Oh
So
right. So then.
Some of them are just going to be dropping down weapons to the rest of us.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So I think some of them are going to be throwing weapons down. Here, let's see how close they can get you your weapons because you're stuck, right?
Yeah, sure.
So Bajko, can you make a dexterity save for me? This is you to like see how close the weapon is to you. Okay, it's not. All right, it falls short. You have to move to go grab it, right?
That's fine.
I'd
Bajko's-
like my hammer.
Yeah. Ice. What's it called? Stone
Stonewater.
Stonewater. Yeah. All right. Someone tosses Stonewater close to you. Can make a dexterity save. Okay. They toss him off. Yeah. They toss him off the boat, but they don't make it far enough to you. You have to break free to get them.
Okay.
But some of them do have crossbows, and they begin to like a volley of crossbow fire
That's fine.
shoots
I got
out.
spells.
Can you roll d20 plus 2? Or let's do 3.
Sure.
Well, let's just say there's 4 attacks here, right? So four of them.
That's a D100 plus 2.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Oops.
just re-roll all of those.
That's
Okay.
a lot of attacking, and 2 of them missed anyway.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god.
4.
Okay.
Okay, now they all missed.
No, only one of them hits.
Oh well,
Oh,
it's
one of them
super
does it.
dark.
Only one of them hits, doing a paltry amount of damage to one of these vine creatures.
Fine creatures, mine.
All right, Bajko.
All right, Bajko is going to start off by raging And in like the midst of it, he's gonna like attempt to break free.
Yeah.
And since I'm raging, I've got advantage on a strength save, so
Yeah.
definitely broke free right there. And then I'm gonna use my movement to go pick up my warhammer.
Yeah. And next week I'll have a map for this. I wasn't expecting us to get here, but you rolled a 1. So honestly, so I wasn't really. I don't have it ready. Cool. A 26, absolutely right. You easily break through from this, and you can move through there to go pick up your weapon. But that would be kind of like your action for this turn, right?
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. The vines are now like all like and the seaweed and everything around. I'm gonna keep mixing up vines and seaweed. Just know that's what I mean by the ground underneath you. It's considered difficult terrain for movement as well. Okay, so keep that in mind as it's like loosening and like tightening and like moving around as these vines are going through it and these creatures
Imagine
are moving.
like a bog full
Yeah,
of stuff.
that's exactly what it is. This is a floating island of just seaweed and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay,
yes,
yeah.
it's unstable.
I'm sure that I have enough movement though to
You do.
reach my.
Yes, you do. Cool.
Cool.
Pinal, doesn't look good out there.
Yeah, so I bust out of the sleeping hold, shirtless. My manly, feathery chest is blowing in the night air. Now, let me ask you this, Eric Vulgaris.
Yeah.
How much can I see?
Do you have dark vision?
I do not.
Okay. Then you can only see some of the light from the lanterns that some of the bull sharks have, like lit.
Can I? All right. Can I do something about that situation? Because that is my first point of call. I wish to not roll a disadvantage every single time that I hit something.
You don't. You can target the ones that are lit up. But it seems like anywhere like the cone of light goes, you just see these shadowy creatures in the mist, right? So you can't. No one can see the bottom. Like no one can see the actual like Sargasso Sea underneath of you, the seaweed sea. Instead, you just see sort of like there's a flat little like mist, like a fog machine kind of mist on the ground, right? But then through that mist, you can see the sort of like viney creatures around, and they are just seen to like kind of like lurch forward, and you can see that some of them have their hands in the ground, and from those hands, you can see those are the vines that are attacking people. So you can see some of the bull sharks trying to like hold some of the vines away. Other ones have you can see that Bajko has grabbed their weapon, ready to fight these things off. A couple bull sharks that were close enough to the ship were able to start scaling up the ship to get up. In a way, but basically all around the ship. This is happening all around the ship, right? Like your ship is literally surrounded by these things.
Sure, I have 50-foot movement. I want to get close to the party.
Okay.
But also next to an enemy who is adjacent to a party member. Is there anything like that?
No, there's no enemy that's adjacent. They're all attacking from like maybe 20 feet away with these vines.
Okay, let me just double check something real quick. So 20 feet away. Can I? Okay. So there is Rakish Audacity, I think it is.
Yeah.
You
let's use
also
sneak
gain an additional way to use a sneak attack. You don't need advantage on the attack roll to use sneak attack against a creature you're within 5 feet of. No other creature, if no other creature are within 5 feet of you, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. So I can still get sneak attack off, and I would want to do
you would have to be within 5 feet of it.
I can move 50 foot.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I want to do the sweep by, and then because I get every time I attack, I can move away, and they can attack me. Basically.
Yeah. Right, because you can then
so
do like disengage as you fly by it.
It's not disengage. It's what is it?
Oh, it's your rogue bonus action thing.
You learn how to sweep away and strike again during your turn. If you make a melee attack against a creature, that creature cannot make an attack of opportunity against.
Oh, it's a swashbuckler thing. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, so I can use my offhand and my main hand at the same time.
Okay.
Come through and then like back away before he can do anything to me.
Hell yeah.
Fly
okay.
by.
So
so
fly at one of
by,
these vine creatures. Yeah.
Yeah. So also worth pointing out, I have 19 AC during this fight. For the first attack, if I get hit again on the same turn, it's 16 AC.
Okay. Even if you're not wearing armor.
Yes. The
Otherwise
armor
it'd be
basically gives
22
me.
and nice.
Yeah, that's right. Because I can use my reaction to add my proficiency to my AC.
That's
But
pretty sick.
that only happens for the first attack though. So.
Got it. Okay, cool.
All right, so I'm coming in, swooping down. This is with sneak attack.
Death from above. They're not
Yeah.
expecting you to fly down.
That's
Okay, that's a 1. Not great.
Oh
okay.
no!
So
What's
you
with
miss.
the dice today?
But
I
you
don't
still
know.
get your offhand attack too, right?
yeah. Is that a hit?
That 12 is a hit.
Excellent. How's 13 damage?
13. You decapitate it.
Nice.
I mean, there's like 24 more to go, right? So there's
That's
So do I
fine.
roll-
That's fine.
Who gets freed, Eric Vulgaris, from the tentacles?
none of them get freed there. It seems to be that like just as a group, they're like controlling these tentacles here, but you just kill one of them, right? And it just
It's possible that was one of the ones that Bajko already broke free of.
yeah.
Or it's a hive mind situation.
It's yeah.
I think it sounds like a hive mind situation.
It's as it dies, yeah, right. It just dies, and just as you kind of like cut off its head, the body just plumps back into the mist, like it wasn't even there.
Well, at least it didn't grow a new head.
No.
That'd have been awkward.
Yeah.
It's time to mow the lawn, I say as I do this.
Okay. It's Korik's turn. Want to Jaeger Korik?
Alright. Korik has a crossbow, so that seems like a good place to start.
Mhm.
Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, crossbow.
That'll do it.
8 piercing damage.
Ooh. Okay. It's still alive. Yeah, we just see an arrow just go thud into one of those bodies of vines. As he loads again. Presco, it's finally your turn with your 0 initiative.
Hey, I'm first now. Let's just imagine that the turn
Yeah.
starts now. I was just busy for the first bit.
I was
These,
sleeping and downstairs and
God
naked,
damn it, I woke
and
you
I
up.
beat you.
Without me, you would still be sleeping.
I know, it'd be
Are
glorious.
any of these things within 5 feet of each other? Like, are any of them next to each other?
Yeah, for the sake of it, yeah, let's say they are. I mean, they're
Okay,
getting closer to the
uh,
ship, and as they get closer to the ship, they get closer together.
Cool. I'd like to cast Call Lightning with Channel Divinity.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And just
Cool.
lightning goes right in between them, and they take 15 or 30 damage.
Okay. Well, even if
So-
they failed to save, they would still get destroyed.
Yeah,
But that's
15
awesome.
is the-
So, as like the clouds come above and you hit and you light down the ground with these lightning bolts, it sort of lights up the area around you, and you can just see off to the distance. You can see sort of like just a field of this misty sea, and you can see like various aged shipwrecks in it as well.
Oh, cool.
And you see sort of multiple, like more and more of these low shifting things with each flash of lightning as it comes down. This place there's hundreds of these things all over.
Brilliant.
Yeah, but so your call lightning comes down. Does it only hit a single target?
No, within 5 feet.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so it's gonna like blow apart like 3 of them, right?
Cool.
Cool. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
just
it's just
my
exploding, disintegrating
entire-
lightning.
Oh, well, I imagine, because when I do my casting,
Yeah.
when I get the like viscous fluid stuff around my hands, I'm using whatever water is around. So when I did the goblins, it was green and red because of blood and poison stuff,
Mhm.
and now it's kind of a darkish blue with bits of green in it. I imagine.
Yeah.
Just
Is that the color of the lightning?
no, the lightning is pure white
Okay.
because still
Yeah.
tempest, but still.
Yeah. So, yeah, huge thunder cracks, explodes, killing 3 of them. There's 21 left. The seaweed things are gonna go. This time, they're gonna get.
Is it a minor action to try and break free, or is it a full action?
It's a full
It's a
action.
full action.
Yeah.
Screw that. I can
right.
I can do work here.
Yeah. It's okay. It's not the first time you've been grappled and had to attack today, I guess.
It's also worth pointing out, Eric, you would, I think when you grappled, you have to make a concentration check to even cast the spell.
No, that's only if you take damage, isn't it?
I'm pretty
could be
sure
wrong.
that's how you. I'm pretty sure that's.
I don't think that's a thing in 5th ed, but let me double check. I have a book right here.
I mean,
Grapple-
it sounds
no.
right. Like it sounds
I
like
mean,
a thing.
Grapple creatures
definitely-
become 0. The condition ends. The grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if it affects the if an effect removes the grappled creature from reach of the grappler, such as a thunder wave spell. So no, you can cast spells fine.
Oh, see, for some reason in my mind, I remember it being like
That's restrained.
You can only
I think.
attack the. You can only attack the creature that's grappling you, and if you try and target anything else other than that creature, it's disadvantage, and casters have to pass a concentration check before they can.
I'm not sure about the concentration part, but I think there's grappled and restrained, which are 2 different statuses. And restrained is the worst one.
And I know that there's been like a million errata
But-
for
but
D&D
neither-
5e
neither one of
regarding
those
grappling.
Yeah.
Having to make a concentration check with
Yeah.
casting a spell.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's top of the order, and all of these creatures kind of whisper almost at the same time. There's a little bit of a delay between them all, but they all kind of say the same thing in broken common. They all say like, outsiders, 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 as they encroach on you. And then that's what we're going to call it for today.
Oh, I'd love to shout something back in Abyssal.
Yeah.
Because I imagine that's what they talk.
Yeah. So this is bad. It's bad for the group. I wasn't expecting you all to get here today, but you did. Thanks for rolling.
Yeah, it's
out.
like 13 damage ahead, guys.
Yeah.
We got this.
Thanks for rolling a 1 on your navigation check. So
Sorry
yeah.
about that.
So we're gonna wrap up. We're gonna wrap up now then. So this way, next week we can come back with the battle, have a full cast, and have a tactical map. But yeah,
Mhm, mhm.
we are trapped in Journey's End.
I'll still be naked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you got feathers.
All right. Let's do some outros then. LZT.
Cool. Thanks for watching, everybody. I had a lot of fun. I'm gonna try not to suck at the whole chip thing next time. No promises though. You can find
If you
me.
roll enough navigation rolls, you're going to hit a 1 eventually, right?
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I did hit a 19 and a 20. We did watch spectacular Kraken sex. So,
Mhm.
yeah. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Lima Zulu Tango. LIMAZULUTANGO. And thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Bye. Henley.
Yo, what up, home skillets? Welcome back to the Kraken Mating channel. Thanks for watching. You can find all my stuff over at twitch.tv/Henley or youtube.com/Henley. If you're feeling real saucy, why not follow all of these people? They're great people. They do role-playing stuff as well. I'm semi-retired role player, basically, in terms of the internet. So now I just do it for fun. And let me tell you, it's so much easier to do it when it's just for fun. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think in like 5 weeks' time I'll be releasing a game on Switch, so that's fun.
Ooh.
Actually, 2 games within the next 5 weeks. So
Ooh.
Wow.
feeling good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got it.
feels good.
Got to get those indies in before the fall. Yeah.
You mean before the walls are filled to the brim with indies? Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Kelsa, what up?
Hey everybody, I'm Kelsa. I love playing role-playing games on the internet. Sometimes I knit. I've been doing that quite a bit actually. And you can find me when I'm not here. On Thursdays, I'm over on Outro One's channel. We're playing Tomb of Annihilation, and I have a Tabaxi monk that kicks a lot of butt. And on every other Monday, my own channel, which is Kelsa Delphi on Twitch and Kelsa Delphi on YouTube, we play Mobile Frame Zero Firebrands, which is like a mecha anime about romance and cool mech fights. You can check that out. Follow me on Twitter. It's just at Kelsa. I tweet about stuff when I'm going live, and usually we'll post pictures of my adorable dog, which is, I know what everybody is there for. So
Yeah.
That's me.
Cool. Then there's me. I'm Eric. I'm your Dungeon Master and host. We'll be back next week. Same savage time, same savage place. This is super fun. I love running this game. I work for Roll20, and I like doing all this stuff on Roll20 and showing off the stuff. So expect more battle maps to come. With that, I'm playing tonight Ultraviolet Grasslands, Heavy Metal, Marco Polo game. If you like weird stuff, like really weird science fantasy, Oregon Trail. It's just it's hard. It's really difficult to explain. You just kind of have to watch it. It's super awesome. I like that game a lot. We use the Black Hack for that, which is like an easier D&D. So that's the other big game that I'm running right now. That's streamed. Stay tuned. I have some other things in the works that I'll be playing in and stuff. But for now, this is it. So thanks so much, and we'll see you all next week. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.